Are you guys ready for that stupid ass harmonica? Yeah, baby. True. Hope y'all weren't playing this game in front of your parents, because we're dropping underage girls in swimsuits from moment one. Is it a form of interesting thematic and character foreshadowing? Yes. Does it make it any easier to explain to your mom? Not really.
What are you so shy for? Ow!
Did she just slap him on the ass? How far into the sticks am I?
What's wrong?
That woman had far too many patterns on, that's what's wrong.
Good time as any for a smoke.
Why did he say it was a good time for a smoke if he was already smoking? I guess it must be that good of a time.
Oh, I should get back to work.
It sure would be weird if that was the main villain of the game I just shook hands with, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, I love this song. You know what it means. Heartbeat, heartbeat, it keeps on pounding. Heartbreak, heartbreak, you tell me goodbye.
Every day's great at your Junas.
Pro tip, if you don't like hearing Nanako sing about retail stores, then you should probably just turn the game off, because she's gonna do it a lot.
Now listen up! This town is miles away from your big city of perverts and assholes, in more ways than one. You'd better not even think of getting involved with the girls here, let alone abusing them.
Well, I wasn't thinking about the second thing, but when I leave next spring, there's gonna be so many kids left behind, they're gonna name the elementary school after me.
Yeah, he won't think twice about suspending you if you get on his bad side. Then again, we're all in the same boat.
This sucks. Someone should kill him.
What did he want from me?
What did he want? Obviously he was asking you out on a date.
Huh? Really?
You really had no clue? Sheesh.
Listen, some people are really bad at knowing when they're being flirted with. It's not our fault, leave it alone.
Someone...
See, what they do here with Yosuke is really smart symbolically, because Yosuke is a garbage person, and he fell into the garbage. Subtlety in video games isn't dead, you just have to keep an eye open for it.
Dude, it's not like that.
In all the hours that I've put into this game, I've never noticed that terribly drawn rabbit to the right side. I love it. I would die for it.
Every day's great at your Junas.
You know what? I'm keeping a tally. We're at 3 now.
I did! I seriously saw a girl! But my soulmate's a girl? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, Chie, there are only so many answers to that question.
Plus, remember what that bear thing said? How that place was dangerous and we should leave before the fog clears?
Yeah, I feel like we dismissed that whole interdimensional bear thing way too fast. Like, the murder is interesting and all, but Teddy's weirder, right?
Don't worry, I'm not going in without a plan. Chie, I'm leaving you in charge of this.
It's a 9-iron. Hit a perfect 18 or never talk to us again. Wow, did mid-2000s Meguro do the music for this game? I couldn't tell.
You're getting to be a real pain. All right, I'm gonna crush you with everything I got.
It's just gonna be Wind of Oblivion again. Man, everything you have sucks.
The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
Alright, Yosuke, I just need you to keep standing here while I listen to the old man that lives inside my head.
Hey, does that detective think that Yukiko-san...
I'm also a big fan of the poster over there that doesn't say no to drugs. It just says, no, and drugs. as if they're two unrelated statements. Maybe it's the answer to something. Like, are you gonna do your homework? No. Drugs.
Apart from inheriting the inn, I'm worthless.
Worthless? Oh my god, Persona 5 reference?
Then you're gonna pay the price!
Chie, I don't want to make any judgments, but why is your suppressed self a dominatrix in a Klansman mask?
What's up?
God, Yosuke, can you please just talk like a normal person? Holy shit, it's the guy who loves balls. I can't remember his name, just that he loves balls. Oh my god, I forgot about the teacher and his stupid sock arm clone of himself. This game, man. It's been long enough that the dumb parts of it have like leached themselves from my brain. But it's all coming back to me now, and I just don't know what to do with this info. I don't know. I think the screen cap speaks for itself.
Just one enemy left! Damn, it's not going down. It's down!
I'm sorry, what was that about not going down? Kind of feels like you did that crit entirely out of spite, actually. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
It seems strong, but I'm sure you'll win.
Way to go, Yosuke. Oh, and we're just gonna start with that, huh? Cool, thanks.
Sensei, get up!
I love that for us. You know, when you start with that, it makes me think it's not your last resort.
Don't give up, Yosuke!
Oh yeah, baby. Crit Yosuke and run away. My favorite AI pattern.
A rare monster! Beat the stuffing out of it!
You didn't have to crit him. You could have just run away.
That should do it.
I would have been fine with that.
Come, my prince.
Oh my god, he's so small. I love him.
So be a good boy and wait here until then.
Teddy, that's not even the correct animal noise. As someone who also went to a very small school, this is in fact the accurate drama experience. 2 dudes and like 5 girls, and somehow you still end up playing the female parts. 2. Oh, baby, a 3rd? I'm so goddamn smart.
But I don't think we can expect much from them. As if the culprit wore bright yellow clothes at the scene of the crime.
Man, I've never thought about it, but they literally tell you who the killer is. Right off the bat. That's so good.
I want to wear this one. It's even got a nose guard.
Listen, I think that 4 is the funniest Persona game. But it also has some of the most unfunny, abominable shit ever. And the mileage that they get from these glasses, not even in the bottom 10.
Whoa, you can cook? Well, you do seem to be great with your hands. Never mind.
What does that mean, Yosuke?
That's it. I'm gonna go get something for Nanako-chan, too.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just sit here by myself.
Do you want something too?
I want my friends to come back, Nanako. Hey, it's that fox.
Huh?
No, actually, I was grandfathered in. But thanks for asking.
I don't have a mom, so I don't know what to do with these flowers.
Give them to me. I'm your mom now, Nanako. Thank you for interrupting, random student. Why do you even know that?
It started raining. I guess the weather report was right.
Yep, that's the point of weather reports.
You know him, Yukiko?
Uh-huh. But we haven't talked to each other in a long time.
Why is anyone surprised about people knowing each other in this town? It's super small. I'm more surprised when people don't know each other.
What's up with him? Weirdo.
Be nice, Yosuke. That's the best character in the game.
Did he say he was interested? He's a guy. And I'm a guy, but he's interested in me?
Well, Kanji, there are only so many answers to that question.
While we're on the subject, could you stop calling me at night just to tell dirty jokes? You really sound like a pervert.
Just stop answering the phone, Chie. This is a two-way street.
Tonight I'll introduce a superb sight for those searching for sublime love that surpasses the separation of the sexes.
Again, with parts of the game that are kind of hard to explain if your parents are in the room.
Ugh. Now when I think of the killer, I get this image of a total sicko.
Why was that not already your image of him? He kills people, Yosuke. What's wrong with you? I don't like where this is going. I mean, I am the one who initiated the conversation with the MILF with a big forehead. So some blame is on me, but still.
Damn, it's not going down.
Yukiko!
Oh, you've done it now. You've activated my patented Yuri combo.
Damn, it's not going down.
It's time, Chie.
You fools, you've done it again.
Chie! Coming!
Goddamn, these two love using this attack.
This is it!
I feel like I never saw these on my last playthrough. Now they're crawling out of the woodwork.
You beat an enemy!
Faded to foam. The Little Mermaid.
Not exactly T.S. Eliot, is she?
Crap, this is so wrong in so many ways.
Now's not the time for homophobia, Yosuke. You can do that in your free time.
Let me
Yeah, Chie, do it. Punt him.
take this!
Hope your raised agility helps you on the moon, dumbass.
Chie,
No, Chie, that's the wrong direction. I need you to punt people here. Way to go, Yosuke. Okay, that's just salt in the wound. Watch, he's gonna crit Yosuke and run away.
A rare monster! Beat the stuffing out of it!
You son of a bitch.
Just keep going!
This has nothing to do with you guys anymore. Didn't I just say I'm gonna get rid of you?
You know, I remembered the Shadow Kanji boss, but somehow forgot about the weird Star Trek alien bodybuilding ads. Which you'd think I would remember.
Ready to go!
Oh. I didn't know Chie's punt could hit someone and not insta-kill them. That's disappointing.
Deep down, you don't accept me at all. No matter what, I won't lose.
That's probably not true.
Come on!
It was, in fact, not true.
Shit.
Kanji-kun!
Accepting his gay thoughts made him faint. Maybe this was Kaisuke's power all along.
Fine, just don't get yourself in over your head, okay?
Watch, she's gonna ask if we're fighting.
Are you fighting again?
It's like clockwork. Is that Namatame? Dude, go home. Now, we get a glimpse of it in 3, but I want to warn everyone that Persona 4 is about to take the joke about not being able to cook well, give it to almost every female cast member, and then run it into the ground harder than any other joke. I like how this game only has so many themes it can use, so the Inaba killer and some scuzzy guys at the mall have to share the same theme. Those are both basically the same. Man, replaying Persona 4 with context. They really were cooking, weren't they? No, but we're only like 2 months in. Ask me in November and I'll have had a quarter of Inaba up here.
Ebihara.
I was gonna say something like, oh shit, it's the best non-party member girl in the game. But even then, that's not true because Nanako exists. So with you have to say, best party member girl in the game that's in your age range. Then it's true. Hope you're all ready, because we're about to get the best male character too. It's Tanaka, baby. Oh no, I don't have the stats for it. Run it back, boys. Time to go back in time and re-roll those beef bowl stats. It's not Nanako's fault, you cop piece of shit. I had to eat an embarrassing amount of meat to be able to say that.
You guys busy right now?
Kinda. We're talking about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You gonna go stomp a gang?
How is that the rational conclusion to draw from that?
But Eel was a great choice. I'd say she's eerily proud of her daddy. Huh? Did my joke slip away? It is an eel after all.
Adachi, I think you should stick to killing people.
If you want, you can change the channel.
Don't be stupid, Nanako. I'd never change the channel when Tanaka's Amazing Commodities is on. Oh no. We're getting dangerously close to the Operation Babe Hunt of this game, aren't we?
Oh, you guys.
Hanako-san! Why are you here?
Video games were a mistake. Finally. That guy was starting to annoy me.
I don't know. Maybe he was exaggerating. Everyone seems to hate that son of a bitch Muraoka.
Almost like no one would grieve if he were murdered. Curious.
What I mean is, are we gonna be safe alone with you?
Okay, listen. I'm not gonna get into it yet, but there are some writing decisions with Yosuke that raise some eyebrows. And I'm not gonna defend them, but once you understand what they were going for, they're still really bad, but they at least make sense.
Those girls might be childish on the inside, but I bet they're gonna turn into some fine-looking women before too long.
Video games were a mistake.
I'm a fan too. She's such a cutie pie!
A cutie pie? What are you, 80?
Get his ass, Chie. Really go for the jugular. You know, I always wondered why Inaba had such a large hospital if it's such a small town, but the fact that every tertiary character seems to have a chronic fainting disease really clears that up. You know, they need this hospital more than anyone.
I'll do it, you know. What are you gonna do if I get run over?
Probably ask them to hit reverse and finish the job. It would be funny.
Wait, does that mean the case is closed? Seriously?
Yep, we did it, gang. Just ignore the rest of the runtime for this video. It's all lies.
This spring, one young girl levels up to become a high school idol! Yay!
At this point, maybe just don't play the game where anyone can see you. Watch, I'm just gonna steal this one. And I'm out of here. Ask yourself, who's the real Phantom Thief?
It's Rise!
But something's not right.
What? You didn't think that evil purple fart gas looked normal? Oh, hell yeah. Now we can kick the shit out of those rocks. Take that, rocks. The babies are weak to ice, right?
This'll be easy if you don't use ice.
Noted. You hear those chains rattling? Reaper's nearby. He's in that chest. I saw it move. I'm not even thinking about that direction. I would like to stay alive today. Oh no, not my fire resistance. I definitely can't just switch to a different persona. Rise, your shadow sucks. Oh. I hadn't considered that she could just target a different party member. Hell yeah, Chie, knock her off the pole. Generally, I support sex workers, but I'm willing to make an exception in the cases of evil shadow manifestations. Which happens more than you'd think.
Teddy!
I hope you're all ready, because we're gonna get the best Teddy portrait in a second.
Yeah, you idiot! You could have died!
Did I help?
There he is, baby. Way to go, idiot. The only person you didn't hit is also the only person on the team with Amrita.
I am thou.
How'd that work out for you in the long run? Great. Now that he's gone, we can continue making fun of his dead sister. Again, I'm just gonna let the screen cap speak for itself. Man. It's a terrible day for rain. Ah, not another poem. I keep forgetting that gardening is even a mechanic. So my garden is just constantly wilting. You know, it feels like too much effort to upkeep, but the guilt of seeing that icon every time I come home is getting to me. Not Muraoka. Anybody but Muraoka. He was everybody's favorite teacher.
I thought we finally figured some things out. Were they all just a big coincidence?
I think this entire upcoming section is really underrated conceptually. Because just when you start to think that you understand the murderer's motives, they throw in another murder that's almost entirely unrelated. And it's not even like someone you like. It's the largest coincidental monkey wrench that you could throw into an already ongoing murder investigation.
He said he's not hollow anymore. So, like, he grew himself a body in there?
The Persona games have a lot of weird concepts that kind of get overlooked, but I think that Teddy doing so many sit-ups that he became a real person is one of the weirdest. Like a mascot suit that grows a person inside it is something you'd find in a body horror film, not Persona 4.
What's so great about an idol anyway, right, class? She's just a piece of inexperienced jailbait.
Hey Chie, I want this one to die too. I don't want to be mean, but I find that hard to believe.
Senpai, I'm not a nuisance to you, am I?
Damn, this girl's dangerous.
That may be the understatement of the year, Chie. Won't stop me from dating her, though. Out of the way, everyone. I need to know I'm better than you. Yep, still got it. I don't even think that there's a good reason for me to be good at school in this game, so I'm basically only doing it to make everyone else feel bad.
Oh my gosh. Does this mean I'll get to see Reset herself in a swimsuit with my own two eyes?
Man. Yosuke is such a good character when he's not being homophobic or a creep. In other words, Yosuke is often not a good character.
Then try and catch me.
Less nudity than I'm used to with the Midnight Channel, but I guess something isn't special if you see it all the time. You know, I just realized that this won't be the only baby boss that gets fought today. Weird that it happened more than once.
Ooh, a rare one. Don't let it get away.
See, Yosuke's not here right now, so there's no one for them to immediately crit and run away from. Leaves them confused. That's some tactical knowledge. Finally, the only persona that matters.
Wait, Kanji, something's not right.
I'm seeing double. 4 Mitsuos. I know that a lot of people don't really care for Mitsuo's dungeon, but I've always thought that this boss is one of the game's highlights. It's one of the only fights that fully embraces the context of the dungeon. Going so far as to change the music and the way his attacks are presented, like, really sold this for me. I really like this fight. I need to cure that fear. I don't want him to run away.
Hey!
Okay, thank you for that, Chie.
Sheesh, wake up!
Thank you again, Chie. Kind of killing it on the healing front. Why do I even have Yukiko with me?
Snap out of it!
I'm sorry, Yukiko, I recognize your contribution too. Stop using the bomb, you piece of shit. Well, at least he missed. Come on. We did it, gang. The infant has been defeated.
Who the hell are you guys?
We're the Persona 4. Ignore the fact that there's 7 of us. We didn't think we'd get this far.
You're right. Yukiko-senpai's family runs a hot springs inn.
Not gonna lie, forgot about the hot springs scene in this game. Not excited for that. Thus concludes another episode of The Girls Are Bad at Cooking, and that's the whole joke.
I know how to handle this bitch. You look like you got something planned.
I hope he pulls out a gun. Wow, thanks Yosuke. Very cool. I'll definitely put you on the team now.
Welcome back.
He's such an idiot, Nanako. I'm never putting him back on the team. Oh. Hey, Yumi. I definitely wasn't gonna go hang out with the hot nurse instead of you. I would never do that. Those are the same person. I appear to have walked onto the set of a David Lynch film. This is the first I'm hearing of this. Though as long as Risei's okay with sharing a bed with all the other Inaba friends, I guess I don't care. Every small-town polycule needs at least one local celebrity, am I right? Sorry, Yukiko. I have to go catch bugs. Sorry, Chie. Also bugs. Yeah, this is way better than hanging out with either of my girlfriends. Lady, you just pitched the concept of Calvinism, which A, is not a new thing, and B, how is that supposed to make anyone feel better? Risei met one guy who liked her for reasons other than her celebrity status and was immediately like, hey, we should get married and run a small business. And I can't even blame her. I've done the same thing, and I'm not even a celebrity.
Man, they're late. Why were they meeting up at Yukiko's house in the first place?
Notice that Yosuke immediately went for the most phallic-shaped food object.
so we should pair off right away.
Rise! What a terrifying girl!
I love that Chie is constantly terrified of Rise's horny ambitions. Seems to me like one likes meat a whole lot more than the other.
What are you going to wish for?
I want good grades.
Oh, come on. You have to say something romantic in this situation.
Well, to get good grades, maybe you can help me study biology.
Hey, Senpai. Honestly, you had other invitations today, didn't you?
What? No. Who have you been talking to? I don't even know what a Chie is.
I'm sure suntan skin and a little accidental hand slipping is in our future.
Yosuke, I think God should kill you.
Dude, what is that?
It's a reused joke from Persona 3. Get used to it, Yosuke.
That's why I'm going to stay here. By my own will.
I think that Yukiko's link is really interesting, not so much for the content, but because I see people shitting on it online all the time for going nowhere. And like, you guys never found a reason to appreciate doing something that you were already obligated to do? Actually, what am I talking about? I've seen the subreddits. I know what Persona fans don't have that level of introspection.
Did you know the fireworks festival is today? You know, I don't have any plans.
Here's a fun pro tip. If you kiss someone under fireworks, they'll never forget it. You can fumble the entire rest of the day, and that doesn't matter if you kiss them under fireworks. She has right to be scared of Rise. She knows what she's doing.
Hey there, little lady. Wanna launch some fireworks of love with me?
She's 6, Teddy.
When I called you special, I thought some more about it.
Well, I guess now is as good a time to talk about it. Yosuke had a romance route that was cut late in development. And if you look at all of Yosuke's weird homophobia as a way of him repressing his own sexuality, I personally think it recontextualizes a lot of his story. Not always to be better, but definitely to be more interesting. But they cut that from the game. And without that context, Yosuke just comes off as an annoying homophobe sometimes. And now we get to beat the shit out of him. Let me guess, your mom fainted again. Well, it seems you've seen right through me. Just give me the rank 10 persona and I'll be on my way. I hope everyone's ready for the fan service section of the game.
Welcome to GeckoCon High School. My name is Chihiro Fushimi. I'm a third-year student and the student council president here at GeckoCon.
Nice to meet you, Chihiro. Tell us about your dead boyfriend.
Look, up there!
I kind of love this joke, because it relies on you remembering the framing of Strega when you see them after the Lovers and Hierophant fight, which is such a specific, stupid reference that I have to commend them for making it. Yo, finally, some good music.
What? Oh man, you don't know how much I want to trade places with you right now.
Are you talking to me or Rise?
For generations. Wow, it's like that guy from a movie I watched before. What was his name? Kuzunoha?
Good reference, but you haven't been able to play those games for more than a decade. Try something more contemporary next time, champ.
Senpai, I thought about it. Why my mind just went blank when I heard about Konami.
Are you also mad at how they treat their legacy franchises?
Naoto? Why would he show up on TV?
You asked who the person on the TV looked like. Do you want my opinion or not, dumbass? Sorry, I have to go help a man with his cat fears and save a tiny detective from inside a TV. And I promise it makes more sense in practice than in theory.
my... This is it! Can't bet!
And that, my friends, is why we keep Kanji on the team. And there's why we keep Chie on the team. I should stop justifying why I have specific party members, because as soon as I have Naoto, one of them's getting gutted. And it's one of the two that I just justified having.
Your weaknesses. This enemy's weakness is loud.
Alright. Thanks, Rise.
There, got it! This enemy's weak to darkness.
Yep. You just scanned them. Already on it. Oh.
Ooh, a rare one.
You don't think this is maybe overkill? This is Yosuke's worst nightmare.
How could you become an ideal man when you were never male to begin with?
Oh no, the character clearly voiced by a woman has been revealed to be a woman. Who could have seen this clever twist coming?
Yukiko-senpai, are you okay?
That wasn't even a blade. You gotta rename your attacks, man. See? That's what you get. That's karma for the name.
Why won't you lie down and die? You children can't do anything at all!
But lying down to die would mean doing something, which we're apparently terrible at and can't do. Make up your mind, Naoto.
You must know already that what you yearn for isn't to become an adult or become a boy.
You're absolutely right.
Listen, it's kind of impossible to talk about Persona 4 and avoid discourse. So all I'm gonna say about Naoto is, I think some people are so particular about the subtext that they ignore the often very blatant text. And that's why Persona fans are never beating the allegations that they don't actually play the games. I'm in the minority. That's embarrassing. No wonder your mom doesn't love you. Man, you and Yukari would get along great.
So I won't run away. I won't try to be someone I'm not.
I guess you could call this a cultural reset. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here till Thursday. Tip your waitress. Try the veal.
It's Daisuke-kun.
His entire link is about how he's terrified of women and his best friend is a guy who, quote-unquote, polishes balls. I can assure you he doesn't. Well, I already knew that. I'm sure I will take it well. I has not taken it well. Were you keeping this in your pocket? It's covered in lint, Dojima. Finally. Oh, I'm so goddamn good at fishing. I'm a big fan of those bears on top of the TV. Do you think there were 3, and when Dojima's wife died, he had to very solemnly remove one?
Judging by their actions and body type, I'd say the culprit is definitely a man.
Really? I was sure it was Yukiko. I have no evidence, it just felt right. Sorry, Rise, I'm back to bug hunting. Sorry, Kanji. Actually, no, you probably get it.
After all that, they found out nothing about me. I wonder what I really am.
You're a weird twink who's kind of annoying. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me, Teddy.
I thought Chie might want to play that. You know, it sounds kind of Chinese-ish.
Yukiko, I love you, but what are you talking about?
Nice follow-up now, Chan. I think I'm falling for you.
You try that shit again, you're gonna fall out the window, you pest.
You got yourself behind
Remember in Persona 2 when I said that there was going to be a song and dance number later? Yeah, the time has arrived.
Huh? Did someone just...
That was weird. I sure hope he wasn't a part of the murder investigation we put on hold to start this cover band. Oh, I should have specified. They do it twice.
They just dodged out of the way. How...
It was a crowd of like 10 people. I'm not sure what you expected.
Big bro, I love my dad.
Hold on. I need to fact check something really dumb. It doesn't say that she plays young Cheryl, but Nanako's voice actor is in the cast for Silent Hill Shattered Memories. And I'm like 90% sure she plays her based only on the way she delivers, "I love my daddy."
I love my daddy. I love my dad.
Don't ask why I noticed that, I couldn't tell you.
No punctuation or capitalization. Aw, what a cliche.
I've been saying this since Persona 2. Modern serial killers are lazy, man. Put some effort into your work.
As you all know, next week is the Culture Festival. And as you also know, we still haven't decided what our class is going to do for it.
May I suggest a madcap Itrian Odyssey style duology that happens both in the middle of this festival and in 2009 and in 2016, making it very hard to account for where it should go in an online video series?
The other day, I went to visit Dad's grave. It's the first time I went on my own. I had a lot to tell him.
What did he say?
Big bro, can you make a salad?
Is a duck's ass watertight? Of course not. No dilly-dallying for me. Just don't ask Chie, or Yukiko, or Rise, or Yumi, or I, or that one nurse at the hospital. Get used to it, Naoto. We're gonna have to hear about them for the longest game in the series.
Are you free for lunch? I don't know why, but Chie asked us to come to the roof.
I think she's gonna push you off. And I'm gonna help.
Okay, your turn. Who would you want to date?
I always knew the group date idea wouldn't work. I mean, I'm dating half the people here, so the other side of the table's just third wheeling. Half the car is just spare wheels. It's like a Goodyear tire delivery service.
Whoa. I thought he was cooler than that.
I'm so cool. It's not my fault that the shithead in the third row has no taste. I'll have sex with both of your parents. See how cool I am then, loser. When you're getting me Father's Day and Mother's Day gifts.
He's so cute!
I'd hit it.
Was that the same guy? Bitch, I'll kill you.
Wait till you hear this! For the first time ever, this year's pageant will feature a swimsuit competition!
Persona 4, why are you like this?
Shame it had to fall during your school's culture festival. Nanako and I were both looking forward to it.
Yeah, and it would be an even bigger shame if an entire other video game happened right now, wouldn't it?
Oh my! Have you lost that love and feeling? My heart burns stronger when I get the cold shoulder, senpai.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be up against Rise in that race. Chie and Yukiko, and you can maybe deal with, but Rise, she frightens me.
Hey, senpai, who's this beautiful lady? You never told me about her.
If I told you about all the beautiful ladies in my life, we'd be too busy to catch the killer.
The cosplay cafe's the one on the 3rd floor, right? Wasn't that where the boys are dressing up as girls?
Conservatively, what percentage of this school's festivities rely on cross-dressing? If I had $1 for every Alice in Wonderland themed level in a Persona game, I'd have $2. But it'll be a long time before I get that second dollar. This is weird that it happened twice.
I am Zen, and she is Ray. That's what we call each other.
Nice to meet you, but I think the more honest name would be Self-insert OC, please do not steal.
We're to fight shadows, and I worry about our equipment.
Naoto, I know it's wrong to say, but please tell me you brought your gun to school.
Why don't you all use one too?
I wouldn't feel confident using that. I'd probably shoot Yosuke before I got used to it.
Hey now, let's not disqualify that idea immediately.
Now that the whole gang's together, you need to decide on who's actually gonna help out in fights.
Well, one thing's for sure, and it's that I'm not putting Yosuke on the team. I don't care if it's a different game. If you give him us a cookie, he's gonna ask for a glass of milk. You know, I mean, we've all seen Air Force One. I'd say that's a fair team name. I don't know if it's common in Etrian Odyssey, because I've never played them, but I never considered that I'd have to draw my own maps. Hey, thanks for not chasing me so I can draw my map. Very considerate enemies here. You know, when I took that elective cartography course as a blow-off class, I didn't think that 6 years later I'd still be drawing maps. But here we are, I guess.
Yukiko-san, can I call you Yuki?
Please don't. Otherwise it'll get really confusing when the P3 crew shows up. And it'll get even worse in the sequel, because we'll have 2 Makotos and 2 Yukis. It'll be a tactical nightmare.
It seems this area is a recreation of the Tea Party scene from Alice in Wonderland.
You hadn't put that together yet? It's called You in Wonderland. What kind of detective are you? Going to Disneyland and being like, oh yeah, this must be a Winnie the Pooh themed. It says Winnie the Pooh's Wild Ride on the door now, Toe. I think it's actually really funny that the plot of this dungeon so far hinges upon the idea that 8 teenagers cannot collectively explain what happens in Alice in Wonderland. I mean, maybe it's not popular in Japan, but still. And if not, it's even weirder then that they made 2 different levels based on Alice in Wonderland. I can't wait for it to crit someone and immediately run away.
I'll beat it for sure.
Didn't even need to crit anyone. Cool. It's okay, Kanji.
I'll give you one to remember.
Okay, the correct way to redeem yourself would be to hit the one you missed, but whatever. 2 of them.
Watch out!
You know what? I'm just gonna finish this part of the map, and then we turn around. That's a problem for later me.
Yep. I'm known far and wide in our school as a prince. It's true.
Yeah, the Prince of Disappointment.
Got him. Chie usually only uses Bufu skills, but she switched to Agi for that one.
Poems? Those are just memos I jotted down about the other worlds. And why do you know about them?
You just leave them on the floor of the Velvet Room. It's hardly a secret. I actually tried not to read them, but the game wouldn't let me. You know, usually I'm against these teleporter maze types of maps, but the fact that you can know where everything goes if you're taking time with your map makes this one more tolerable. It's still kind of annoying, but it could be worse. Ah yeah, my street pass. Surely we'll get a lot of use out of this.
Doesn't seem to be immediately toxic. This is just...
Kanji-kun and Teddy are like little fluffy cuties.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look to your left, you'll see the shrinking fetish part of the game.
Look, I can pick him up. His head feels so good.
I'd like to keep them as decorations in my room.
Okay, they were kind of normal about it. Now Naoto has made it weird. I'm sorry. Did the Wachowski sisters suddenly jump in to direct this scene? Okay, well, I pressed the button and now I'm stuck. Game really doesn't want me to solve that puzzle, I guess.
There's 3 of them, but they aren't
The
that
gameplay
scary.
of this is very Persona 1. So much so that I kind of just wish they had used Persona 1 characters. I miss them. Sweet Maki, Sweet Eriko, Sweet Nanjo, and the rest.
Is this shadow the one keeping us trapped here?
I mean, even if it isn't, it has a unique design, which in Persona parlance means it needs to die. Oh no, this isn't gonna be like the Okumura fight, is it? I mean, I have no idea who or what that is. What's a Persona 5? Hey, it's those characters I know, because they're on the game box. What a shock. Okay, all jokes aside, them just taking over your party is really cool. I like this. I mean, there's no one else on the field. What do you expect of me? Don't attack someone with a boost, please. Okay, I was referring to me specifically, honestly. Who's she gonna hit this time? Why me again, man? Why me? Please use media after I revive you. Or don't. Whatever, your choice. Please not me. Why? What did I do to you?
When we obtained the stuffed animal, Zen-kun regained a bit of his memories. Assuming that wasn't merely a coincidence, we can draw certain conclusions.
My certain conclusion is that either Zen or Rei, or both, are actually secret gods. Because Persona 3 and 4 both do this.
Akihiko-senpai, you should say a little more about yourself.
There should be a little checkbox that comes up that just says, I have played both these games, I know who all these characters are. And it skips to the part that matters.
What else is there to say?
I'm the popular one.
Whoa, I'm seeing double. 2 Yokaris. No, don't shoot Catherine. I still haven't played it yet. Let's have Fuka do battle. And Rise can do the mazes. I know through all of 4 I said that Fuka's better, but let's be real. Why pit 2 queens against each other when I can have both? Which some of you may have noticed is also my philosophy towards dating in these games.
I won't leave you alone either, Ai-chan. May I score with you?
I refuse.
That's the correct response, I guess. If he asks again, you can kill him. You have my blessing.
Then what are you all...
We're pursuing a killer.
A killer?
I mean, it sounds bad when phrased like that, but I'm pretty sure that Strega successfully killed way more people. So, Yukari should probably be way more worried about their thing.
Girls hate those pushy pickup artist types, you know.
That's hard to believe from a guy who was all, "Wee, let's go hit on girls on our motorcycles."
I never said that. Is that the image you have of me? I'm still your senpai, you know.
Yosuke, that was literally the primary reason that you wanted a motorcycle license. Don't think you can rewrite history, I just played the game. Man. I just wanted healing and instead I got a whole ass side quest. Which honestly I should have expected from Elizabeth. Nothing's ever easy with her. Again, I just wanted some healing, and have stumbled into a Wind Waker trading quest.
I'll be on.
What are you all gonna do when you catch the killer?
Well, Ken, I'm glad you asked. There will be a unanimous decision to murder him, and only one person will pull everyone back from the brink. It's like 12 Angry Men, except Henry Fonda is played by a polyamorous teenager with the power to kill God. So, probably what Sidney Lumet was trying to do with his original script.
There will be multiple questions. Answer them all and you'll be united with your destined partner.
Alright, matchmaker, let's do this.
Started. Question number 1. Does a difference in age or sex not matter as long as there is love?
Hey, why is there no their age matters option? I don't agree with either of these. Why do I have to choose between being homophobic or being a pedophile?
Are you absolutely sure?
No, I'm not, but I can only do so much. Oh shit, this is the hypest thing to happen so far. My allegiances are torn between games. I don't know who to cheer for. Oh. I thought for sure that was going to be a trap, but instead, it was just a lovely tea party. You really never know what to expect with this game. Don't discredit yourself too much, Chie. Yukari's part of the school club, and every 5th turn she looks at the enemy and then does an 85-degree turn and fires into a sheep in Tibet.
Well, hello. I heard you talking about me, so here I am.
Okay. What terribly phrased question is it this time?
What's your idea of a good time together?
This question's relatively normal, which makes me fear the third one more.
There. I missed.
See? What'd I tell you? It doesn't matter the game. Yukari always finds a way to miss.
Well done, Senpai.
Nice. Let's see its stats. Who would ever equip this?
Where would you go to soothe your weary soul?
Okay, maybe it was just that first question that was weird. Oh shit, if you have Boost with Naoto, you can cast Megado for free. I didn't even consider that. Truly, the best party member regardless of the game.
Perfection. Would you like to press my button too?
Like this?
We did it, gang. Teddy is finally dead.
What do you live on?
Donuts.
Are you absolutely
Yes, I'm sure.
That's amazing.
Okay, I answered too honestly, and now the game thinks I want to romance a child. This isn't great. Oh, hell yeah, it's that weird little guy from Yukiko's castle. Welcome back, King. Literally.
Could she have dropped it? It happens from time to time.
It better not be another poem.
Pandora,
Oh, I'm never safe from them.
can't you see?
I just noticed the skeleton's wearing her outfit too. Somehow that makes it scarier than if it was just a skeleton. Since the first time I played P4, I have been adamant that there should be a Detective Naoto game. And the first game to give me even a sliver of that is the stupid handheld-only map drawing game.
Junpei-san has taught me about this before. It was issued in 1685, forbidding anyone from treating Junpei-san lower than a grasshopper.
I guess really was an ahead-of-the-curve depiction of AI. Because you can just tell her whatever bullshit and she'll believe it. She won't fact-check it at all.
Male or female is irrelevant in battle. The same goes for clothing. Such distinctions are antiquated.
I just want to remind everyone that a few hours ago the game asked the question, do age or gender matter in a relationship? And the answers were no or gender matters. So this game has its fingers in a lot of different pies, and I'm not sure it knows what pies those always are.
While we are on this subject, may I ask a question? Who is in a romantic relationship with who?
You know, I guess there are some questions that you just don't ask in these games. That's one of them.
I'd rather jump into Zen's.
I'm sorry, what?
We
We were still in a cutscene.
It's an idol type. Beware.
Persona Q, I apologize. I was unfamiliar with your game.
Your item bag is almost
And now there's
full.
no music.
Make sure you tidy it up.
I think I've been cursed. It's so weird that the Persona cut-ins are screenshots of 3D renders. Like, you have the artwork for all these characters. Why did you intentionally create more work for yourself and make things look worse? Yeah, thought that'd happen.
Hey, get it together. It's dangerous to get that close to the FOE. Your sense of direction's been impaired. Pull it together.
Oh. I guess the other one canceled out the charm? I totally meant to do that.
That's true. GA and the other girls are great, but I wish they had some more curves and stuff.
I wish I had a baseball bat, so I could go back in time and curve it into Yosuke's soft spot.
What's the first thing you get in line for at the amusement park?
All of the other questions have been normal. What was with the first one? Was it just to weed out the pedophiles? Like, I don't get it. This game's starting to remind me of Anomalous Tower Chronicle.
Let us go in
And I
that
don't say that
direction.
as a compliment. I'm getting really bored of this dungeon crawling. And I'm not even halfway into the game.
Don't let your guard down.
Just don't be someone I don't like. Like Yosuke. Or a child. Don't be a child. Or Yosuke.
Destined partner is, lo and behold,
Oh shit, I knew that first question was a setup.
I'm free to eat hand in hand with a knife and fork, or I can eat with chopsticks or not use them at all?
Shut up. Oh my god, please just shut up.
Where is it? Where is it? Where's the full platter of duck?
Wow, I look utterly thrilled to be here.
Vow to me that you won't strike.
Did he just say that you needed to vow not to strike?
Yep, heard it the first time, Fuka. Thanks for your stellar reporting.
Vow to me that you won't use the items.
A vow not to use items?
Fuka, have you been hanging out with Solid Snake or something?
It looks like he's banning more than just one action.
Yep, I picked up on that. You want to put Rise on the phone? I'm sure she's got some repeating she wants to do too.
It looks like he's banning more than just one action.
Can I choose just to not have a navigator from now on?
This cruelty is trying on us single people. I do have a space open right here, you know.
It'll be open forever.
You tell him, Yukari. I'd say she doesn't miss, but we all know that's not true.
Hey, the apron makes you look like a dork. Just saying.
It's okay, Theo. Taking fashion advice from Marie is like asking Stevie Wonder for help cheating on the eye exam.
Come here, Koro-chan. I'll pet you.
Teddy discrimination isn't cool at all!
On the contrary, I think it's rad.
Oh, stop it! That has to be your imagination.
I found this.
You know, I was just thinking that the girls are scared of ghosts trope wasn't getting enough use in this series. Let's make an entire dungeon out of it. It's always good when even the game says, hey, this dungeon's gonna be long. That fills me to the brim with confidence. Better not be the Reaper. Okay, I don't actually know if that's any better. Or are we doing actual survival horror puzzles now? Maybe this dungeon will be good after all.
Did you read it? You read it! Why? You're making no sense at all!
I didn't want to, but the game keeps forcing me to read them. If I had my way, I'd burn them all, then use the ashes to write "Your poems suck" on your stupid sleeveless shirt. And it would be more of an artistic statement than the poems themselves.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Oh my god, I don't care about the poems. Skip.
Tea time fantasy.
No, you don't understand, game. I press skip explicitly because I don't want to hear it.
In the milk tea.
Hey!
Yosuke, I really don't think you're one to talk here. Thank you, Naoto. That's exactly why I keep you on the team. If you loved the dungeon crawling in this game, you'll love it even more in the dark, right?
When Yosuke gets a girlfriend, I'll make sure to leave.
Teddy's gonna live there forever.
And when it does, let's go on a date, Ai-chan.
I refuse.
Yikes! You won't budge on that, huh?
Oh, well, I meant what I said. You can kill him now. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite dungeon so far. But it makes me want to play an actual survival horror game. Or literally any other Persona game. Oh, well, I don't like that. Back to drawing my map now. You can do Megadola. As long as they don't knock you out of boost.
Sensei, do you know what the last third of Yosuke is?
I'm picking the second answer, but I just want everyone to know beforehand that this math is wrong. Because Yosuke is actually just 100% bitch. There's bitch in his heart, there's bitch in his soul, there's not a single percentage unaccounted for. Great. We're right back where we started then. How was that helpful? If you pick the first option, you are a sadist. Genuine question. Has any character in this game gone through a more swift character assassination than Chie?
You can't control your natural urges!
This game has a really weird problem where you can always tell that something important is going to happen if there's voice acting. So if you get text and there's no talking, you know that it's okay to just zone out for the rest of the scene.
Hey, Ted! What are you rolling around on the bathroom floor for?
It's where he belongs. No one helped him. I'm gonna be honest, these aren't scary. They're just kind of annoying. I appreciate that they're trying, but it's not working.
Isn't this bad?
I think the game wants me to actually strategize and create a plan that gives me the space to run away from this guy. But I'm just gonna keep running from the fight.
There's a switch over there. Why don't we check it out?
And we're done. See, kids? If it's stupid but it works, the idea wasn't stupid. You know what? Let's overdo it.
Leave this to me.
That'll teach you to fall asleep in the middle of a battle.
Okay. Well, here I go.
Whenever you have to hang out with just Ray and Zen, it feels like you're back in high school, third-wheeling theater kids. Maybe that's an experience exclusive to me. The point is, I don't love it.
I can go right and...
Conceptually, this puzzle's pretty cool.
Okay, I'll try.
But the fact that they decided to voice act every move you make makes it really annoying. Like, of all the times to include that, you did it now? Why are you guys like this?
Okay, I'll... I thought we were gonna be stuck in there forever!
Could you guys not have used a go home? I gotta teach one of you bitches Tristo. This is ridiculous.
Think he's the guardian.
You think so, Fuka? I couldn't tell.
Leave it to me.
Aw man, what am I doing? I haven't even drawn in the parts of the map yet. That's better. Please don't sleep. Okay, I don't know why I thought they'd listen.
Alright, we'll be careful.
Can't defend because most of them are asleep. Please don't kill me.
Impossible to continue fighting.
Well, it's better than me.
Retreating.
This is unconscious.
And Aegis is overheated, so she's probably gonna get targeted. Huh. Well, I'm happy to be wrong sometimes.
Hair?
Yikes, that's kinda...
How horrific!
No, wait, guys. I just played Silent Hill 2. Hair in a chest in an evil hospital? We just need a hook and we can pull that key out of the shower drain.
The last one is on the 3rd floor. It seems to be at the Inaba Pride exhibit.
Okay, is this the Inaba Pride exhibit? Or is it the Inaba Pride exhibit?
Kanji was taking Ken away. Does he intend to eat him?
Probably not, but you know what? I didn't ask.
Hey, you're trying to solve a murder case, right? What if the culprit is a good person? What are you gonna do?
Probably hit him with a Megadola. And then another Megadola. And then a couple base attacks. Then another Megadola.
No! Why does it keep falling to the floor every time? And why do you keep picking it up and reading it?
I don't have a choice in the matter. This is a constant, non-consensual poem reading.
Like the one where guys in loincloths throw water around, climb up poles, and dance on top of the Mikoshi?
Guys in loincloths throw syrup around and climb up chocolate bananas and dance on top of kosher food?
I'm getting really tired of this child. And the knowledge that we still have probably a dozen more hours with her does not make her more tolerable. I actually really like this whole keep the fire lit gimmick. It's like the video game equivalent of that scene in Tarkovsky's Nostalgia, where he has to carry the lighter across the empty pool. Which I know everyone was dying to see adapted as a Persona level. I hope that they adapt the Solaris Highway scene next. They can just do that?
Oh no! An FOE is here!
This isn't good.
Oh well, shit dog, I'm out of here.
They're powerful!
A lion and a wheel? That's a weird combo.
Thank you for that astute observation, Yukari. I'm sure no one has made it before. If anyone watching this thought for some reason that the gameplay would get more interesting around the 30-hour mark, don't worry, it doesn't. Shinjiro, we've been running around playing with fire, and you're in a toque and a peacoat. Of course it's hot, you dumb bitch. It's probably not a good sign that every time the game introduces a new dungeon mechanic, I just, like, sigh.
My apologies.
This game has a weird effect where I don't actually want my team to attack first because it risks them losing their free attack. Like they've flipped the advantage on its head, and I don't want it anymore, because it means the fight will be over faster. Uh-huh. Great. Cool.
Oh, wow!
Well, nothing positive to do but draw my map. Cool. Guess I'll just sit here and die then. I'd like to take back what I said about wanting the enemy to go first. At least for this battle.
Why not try aiming to become a teacher?
Wouldn't you guys just laugh if you saw me studying and stuff, though?
The fact that the events of these games get memory hold, and no one ever talks about the events of them again, make them a very funny place for character growth to happen. Like, aw, Kanji wants to be a teacher. And then everyone went back to Inaba and forgot their growth. They've created an environment where absolutely nothing matters and everyone gets reset. It's like the end of Innocent Sin, but worse because everyone actually is forgotten.
I'm free to choose how I feel, right? I want to think harder about things, to make sure I have no regrets.
If Ken goes through a bunch of soul searching and decides not to kill Shinji, and they all go back to the real world and he forgets about that, then this may be the greatest game ever. Please stop introducing new mechanics, I'm so tired. Agus's memory being fully loaded with puns by Akutsuki is actually a really good bit. Like, the guy may have been evil, but shit, did he commit to the joke? Paying extra for the non-volatile RAM so I can fill my death machine with jokes about airline food. Now that's a good joke. You know, Naoto's ability to delete entire teams is really carrying this game. It'd be so much worse if I had to think about the random battles.
Gotcha! I'm going left!
I'll head right.
I'm going with Naoto. I don't care about any other factor, I just don't want to be with Yosuke.
This is too much. My eyes! My eyes!
Yes. Suffer, child. It was food that brought you to love this world, now it shall make you suffer.
C'est magnifique! I'd like to harness this destructive power in the Kirijo Group's R&D labs.
Oh, that's not the reaction I was hoping for when I baked it.
Sorry, Chie. The bad news is that the Kirijo Group is going to be creating new types of war crimes with your cooking. The good news is they won't remember to do any of this once the game's over.
This culture festival's almost at its end, huh? I think I'm gonna miss it too.
I won't. You guys are crazy. I'd pay money to never play this game again.
Hold on a moment, let me just confirm something. What year is it right now?
2009. Huh? It's 2011.
What? It's 2009!
You guys are only realizing you're from separate time frames now? I don't even have anything to say about the gameplay anymore. I'm so bored. This game makes Anomalous Tower Chronicles seem like the most eventful game ever. I don't like this game.
And FOE's joined the battle! Enemy forces have increased!
That's how we got our personas.
Then, does this mean Rei will also become a Persona user?
If she does, she's still off the team. I do not like Rei, and if she makes one more comment about food, I'm going to punt her down the stairs, like Father Karras at the end of The Exorcist. Hey, don't bite Naoto. That's Kanji's job. Getting a critical as Naoto in this game is actually the best thing that can happen to you, because it means she can cast a free Megadola. That means you get to finish the fight a little bit faster than you regularly would have, and that means you're closer to the end of this game. They gave this boss its own theme, which makes it feel like it's the final boss, but I'm betting there's still one dungeon left. And it's probably something to do with that clock tower. So I don't want to raise my hopes too high. Finally. I'm gonna lose it. If you get up a second time, I'm deleting the game.
Great job, leader.
You're on thin ice, Persona.
I remember everything now. I am Kronos, he who has dominion over time.
Let the record show, I called that shit.
Truth is, Ray is dead.
Good.
No! Ray! This doesn't make sense. Why would something like this appear?
Because this already overlong game needs to be even longer, and God hates me.
Your time in life has ended. Thus, you must come with me.
I love that they need to lean into Kronos being the god of time, so they gave him like a Flava Flav clock. How else would we know?
A person can never come back to life.
There is at least one person in both Persona 3 and Persona 4 who come back to life. Neither of these groups know that yet, but it does happen in both games. I just want to throw that out there.
It's possible for you to return to your worlds right now. Will you?
I really want to. But we've come this far, I might as well defeat another god. Oh, I didn't think they were going to change the hub music. Thank you, Persona Q. That regular music is catchy, but it was starting to drive me crazy.
Doesn't look like it'll be an easy nut to crack.
Yeah, it seems like there's an awful lot of floors.
Oh my god, are there more than 4? Please don't do this to me. Come on, man, I already have enough to deal with.
You're seriously unbelievable! How could you read even a freshly written one? I mean, why do you keep reading them? What are you, stupid? Are you gonna offer a song of lament?
I will pay you to stop leaving them on the ground, and I'm not kidding. You know what? I think I actually prefer several much smaller floors. I'm okay with this dungeon so far.
Hey, what do you think about Kanji?
I think he's a really interesting character, often misunderstood by the fanbase. And if you're coming to ask for his spot on the team, you can jump up your own ass. Let me guess. Reaper's here?
What?
Yeah, sure, why not? Can you assholes just run away or let me run away? Jesus Christ, I never thought I'd see the day where I actively didn't want to run into the golden hands. It's so cool that I talked about how I preferred smaller floors with more layers, and the game said, "Ah shit, better go back to big floors." Please don't let the Reaper join the fight. God damn it.
But that's why I try to be someone who can pull everyone else up, too.
Yosuke, when I die, I want you to be one of my pallbearers. So you can let me down one last time. Hello? Anyone? I think all the enemies are on their smoke break. Okay, well, I guess I'll just go back downstairs then.
The Reaper is getting closer.
There it is. The final save. It's so close I can taste it. I've done it. I've finally done it. I'm so tired of this stupid-ass game. Aw, hell yeah. Big time spider. And it's put Ray inside a gachapon. I guess it's so big, man. What are you doing? Thank you, Naoto. You see that, Aegis? That's how you do it. You just have to hit it.
This is the...
Keep attacking her. Let me keep my boost. You son of a bitch. Please no full team attacks. I hate this game. It's not even moving. How do you not hit it when it's not even moving? What's wrong with you all? You know what? I'm not mad when it misses. Okay, I'm a little mad. Yeah, finally. Let's go. I'm so tired of this stupid game.
This is the personification of my power as Kronos.
That wasn't even the final boss.
This will surely be the final battle.
Yes.
You say that, but I'm not sure I believe you anymore.
That's the gear of life. It counts down and claims your life when it reaches 0.
Man.
Leader! Your counter's at 1!
What do you want me to do about that, Fuka? What am I supposed to do? I guess I'll just die.
At my limits. Can't be.
This is such a good mechanic. Thank you, game. I love this.
I won't let you hurt him.
Did everyone else see that? That's how those skills are supposed to work. Multiple crits, none missed. Most of you would crumble in that situation. I want you to stay panicked. Yep, that's why.
The people I met in this world have destroyed my weaknesses and doubts. They set me on the right track.
That's great, Yukari. It's a shame that you're gonna forget that in a second. You've heard of network rollback? Get ready for character rollback. Wait, let's see if he'll kill himself. You stupid bitch. I said I was gonna beat every Persona game and I meant it. You know what? Despite all my complaints throughout the playthrough, I just want to say that I do like this game. Psych, this game sucks. The dungeons are way too long, and the few gimmicks that are interesting get repetitive and annoying because of how long the dungeons are. And there's so little story up until the last dungeon that it doesn't even really feel like you're progressing things. Not to mention that you can only carry so many items, so you'll be making progress and then Rise will jump in your ear and say, you can't carry anything, and you gotta go back to the hub, dump everything, then come back. It's not fun, it's just kind of annoying, and if I wasn't playing this for the channel, I think I would have dropped this halfway through the second dungeon. I'm still gonna play New Cinema Labyrinth though.
So, the truth comes out now, huh?
Did this really need to be animated? Or shown at all?
What's got... Why are you guys here?
That's my line!
Video games were a mistake. I've said it once, I'll say it again.
Oh, it's actually the guy's turn to use the springs now. I got the times mixed up.
There's no resolution to this, by the way. The guys get assaulted and the girls never apologize. Because assault is, for whatever reason, really funny in Japan. More on this in future games.
All right, boys. I'm all yours. And not a word about this to anyone.
If I had $1 for every pedophile teacher in a Persona game, I'd have... You know what? Again, more on that in future games. You know, the great thing about this fish is it can tune a fish and also tune a guitar. I am the fishing god. I don't know how I'm gonna fit this on my scooter, though.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Mainly paper. Some detective you turned out to be.
Now speak up. What have you gotten yourself into?
More like, who have I gotten myself into, am I right? Tough crowd.
Shut up! That's why I'm hurrying!
Well, I hope that door didn't lock itself, because I don't think we'll all fit in the bed. Yosuke can take the floor.
And if it were a local company, it'd be the same delivery man every time, so he's not a stranger to Nanako-chan.
You know, it's funny. This sequence tries so hard to railroad you into believing that it's Namatame using the delivery truck to do all the murders. But the idea that the killer was someone who wasn't a stranger and you wouldn't question what they were doing is how I figured out who the real killer was when I first played the game. It doesn't hit as hard as 3's change of music, but coming home and no one's here is a bummer. Now it's just me and those dead plants, which I refuse to fix out of principle at this point. I hope everyone's ready to hear the best Persona 4 dungeon theme, but only the first 15 seconds because of how the dungeon's laid out. Oh no. I took Yosuke off my team and they just nominated Yukiko as the new Yosuke. Let's see if he's weak to ice.
Give me a sec. I'll do a quick scan. Ice should work well.
Thanks, Rise. Great minds think alike, I guess.
Good job, Naoto!
I just love that everyone uses very improvisational weapons, and then Naoto joins the team and, like any good cop, starts immediately firing regardless of the situation. That's not good.
Come, Kanzeon!
Thank you, Rise. I can't say you're the best navigator because Fuka fully fills SP, but you're pretty okay. Yosuke. Thanks, man. Still not putting you on the team. Go help him, Naoto.
Here, on your feet.
Aw, they held hands. Wait, before we go, let me check. Alright, we're good.
Damn it! We've come this far! We're not losing now!
Especially not to a guy wearing a smock. Now he's gonna do it a second time. Cool. Oh, and a third. Thank you, Rise. Still not as good as Fuka, but you're trying. This move specifically is why I wanted to make sure I had someone null to physical. Because if you don't, the boss can take control of your whole party and have them beat you to death. And I made that mistake on my first playthrough. It's not happening this time.
Persona!
Thank you, Rise. That's not all the SP. Keep trying.
Persona!
Idiots. You can't hurt me. Okay, maybe Kanji can still hurt me.
She looks like she's in pain, but she doesn't seem to be injured anywhere.
She's got an achy, breaky heart. quick, call Billy Ray. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think the daycare is paying me enough to deal with this. Normally when I play these games, I romance everyone, because I think it's funny. Only person I don't romance is Naoto, because I know that Kanji likes her, and that would be a dick move. And I don't feel like being mean to Kanji. However, if Yosuke liked Naoto, there would be a ring on her finger and invites in the mail and a bun in the oven by the first week of school.
I finally think I can accept myself. That I'm a woman.
Does anyone have that photo of the 2 doors that lead to the same room? And the room is labeled 10 more years of Persona 4 discourse? I'm just gonna put it here for a second. For no reason in particular.
Oh, there he is!
Take a look at this. Namatame's in today's paper.
I don't give a shit about that. What's Garfield up to?
That's why we can only administer temporary treatments to alleviate her current pains.
We gave her a morphine button and she's hammering that bitch like it's stadium events on the NES. You know what? I completely forgot there was a music change when the fog came in. This is better. Still not as strong as 3's though. I feel like the positive effects of the physical activity are cancelled out by the negative effects of the poison fog. But I don't know enough about children to make that judgment call. And also, I'm probably not paid enough to deal with this.
Can I stick close to you, Senpai?
Oh, this girl never changes.
Chie's fear has turned into acceptance. That's her real character arc. Ah, the part of the game where they go, hey, most people mess this up the first time, so you may want to save state. My favorite.
Why don't we pick out a Christmas present for Nanako-chan while we're at it?
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm sure she'll be out of the hospital by then.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, Chief.
They said so on TV. Isn't there a vaccine or something for it?
The most unrealistic part of this entire game is that people in a rural town would be pro-vaccine.
Especially given the reason why we took him off our list of suspects for the first case.
Oh yeah, something about him having an alibi.
Almost like multiple people were involved. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Adachi.
You transported him to the same hospital? For crying out loud, he's the suspect in the case!
I mean, there's only one hospital and it deals almost entirely with fainting mothers. Namatame was probably a nice change of pace here.
What do you want to do, leader?
I really love that after all the talk about how evil the murderer is, the moment that the investigation starts going ass end up, almost everyone in the group decides, yeah, he's gotta die. Even more so that Naoto, who's supposed to be the voice of reason, the single brain cell in this rat pack, and she's the first person to be like, yeah, if we use the killer's own methods, we won't get caught.
Is this Teddy's world?
Teddy was annoying, so we sent him to the asphalt dimension.
Nanako-chan's alive?
Man, it's probably a good thing we didn't kill that guy for revenge, huh?
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
Alright, then now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Wait, no, let's not glaze over that. Did Naoto call in a bomb threat on a hospital? What the hell, man?
Tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
But not too slowly, because Naoto's bomb threat can only buy so much time.
Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion.
I'm telling you, it's gotta be Yukiko. When I think of the best Persona moments, I think of the Arcana is the means by which all is revealed, and Rivers in the Desert, and all the obvious options. But honestly, I think this might be it. Giving you the entire game to think about the case, and then giving you a list of everyone you've met through the entire playthrough and asking, who did it? I don't think it hits as hard if you've been spoiled on the answer, and it's kind of hard not to be, but going through the list unspoiled and going, there's only one person it could be, is one of those moments that made me fall in love with this series. It's not subtle, and I don't think it's even hard to figure out, but God, does it hit.
I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please.
Oh shit, Naoto's entered Columbo mode. You wouldn't like her when she's in Columbo mode. You got her Peter Falked up.
To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before, I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me.
It was something about pancakes. Or no, that's a different game.
Adachi! Ah, damn it!
Dojima, no. The hospital's supposed to save you from fainting, not cause it.
No normal person would think such a pretty bear could really be a shadow!
These are not normal people, Teddy. And I'm allowed to say that, I'm dating half of them. Getting tired of all this criminal investigation shit. Bringing the garden back to life out of sheer boredom. Talking about that one time Yosuke pissed his pants has advanced your friendship.
She fell in.
I always really liked that finding the Midnight Channel isn't what got Adachi to start killing people. He found out about it because he tried to kill someone. Like he had already made his decision, the universe just gave him another venue.
There's a path we can take now.
We can't take that, it'll lead to the Persona 5 dimension.
Why didn't you bring the rest of them? You're such a party pooper.
Is that a gun to the back of my head, or are you just happy to see me?
You say the dumbest shit.
You know, I've played this game twice before. I've watched both animes, I've read the manga. I'd say I'm pretty familiar with the story. And it's never occurred to me until now that the noose is made of Mayumi's scarf. That she probably killed herself after she got thrown in. That's crazy. I've never thought of that. Don't say that, Teddy. He's obviously a power bottom.
Oh!
Wow, the music's happy, all my friends are here. It's almost enough to make you forget about the poisonous cloud we all live in now. You shouldn't have said that, Marie. Now God is punishing you for being mean. And more importantly, for your terrible sense of style. I don't really care for Marie's S-Link, but I do love her card. Look at that little guy. Look at him go. Scampering. I love him. Daisuke, I'm no health expert, but are you sure we should be exercising in the fog? There's black mold floating in the air. I think our striker has tuberculosis. I'll be honest, it would be really funny to leave the room right now. Oh no, the Gundam shelf has drawn attention. This is a make or break moment for many relationships. Shit, he's gonna crit someone and run away.
Ooh, a rare one. Don't let it get away.
Come on, man. Good old reliable Chie. Even on her bike, she's knocking bitches into orbit. Let's go, baby. Now we're cooking with gas. Now that Naoto has Megadolone, Mamadune, and Mahamon, we get to play a fun game where we enter a fight and just immediately erase the enemy.
Now then, what's next?
Good game. See, that's exactly why I wanted Naoto and Kanji in the party together. No other team-up attack summons a giant skeleton. Also, I want them to kiss. Kanji, no! I mean, tactically it's helpful, but don't do that.
Come on!
Oh, you can headbutt her, I don't care about her.
Not only that, but you duped Namatame into taking over your murder attempts while you watched like a spectator at a game.
Also, you took the eel from our sushi platter. There was only one of those, you prick.
Don't make me laugh. Just because someone joins the police doesn't make them some kind of agent of justice. You know why I applied? So I could legally carry a gun. That's all. You'd be surprised how many are like that.
This is like the most nuanced that Persona's stance on the police ever gets. I just want everyone to know that. We peaked pretty early on with this one.
These things move on pure instinct. They go wild because you defy them.
Okay, I never see anyone else complaining about this, but Adachi's shadow portrait is terrible. It looks like they just took a grinning mouth and put it upside down. Let my boy smile naturally, it's all he has left in this world. Nice try, but my skeleton has decided that your buffs are negated. Once you have Kanji and Naoto on your team, there's really only 4 moves that you need. Power Charge, Mind Charge, File Assault, and Megadolome. Anything else is a bonus. Yu is basically there for moral support. He's like our cheerleader. You know what? You can do some Megadolones too. Oh, even Risei's getting in on this. It's Bully Adachi time in Magatsu Inaba. Get some buds and some brews, it's gonna be a time.
Exactly. The more false images one yearns for, the more one stops yearning for reality.
Now, I don't think it's the best one or anything, but I do think that 4 is probably the most interesting of the modern Persona games, because its own themes and messaging are so often misread by the fans trying to adapt the material to fit their preconceived notions, that they end up proving the game's villain right. Like the villain says to the screen, people don't want the truth, they only see what they want to see, and the community said, oh yeah, bet 10 more years of Persona 4 discourse. Yeah, I don't know why I thought a move called God's Judgment wouldn't hurt. I feel like this is karma for that one time that everyone got silenced except Yukiko. The game holds grudges. I just wish I could have been in the dev meeting at Atlas where they were like, we're gonna go all in on eyeballs. Final boss of Raido Kuzunoha 2, giant eyeball. Final boss of Persona 4, giant eyeball. Final boss of Persona 3, giant eyeball that's also the moon. Any questions? No? Then get out there and animate underage girls at hot springs or love hotel showers. We're doubling down on that too. It's so big, I don't know how you miss it. Have you been hanging out with Yukari?
Kanji, your defense has been lowered. Kanji, your agility has been lowered.
I heard you the first time, Risei. I got bigger problems to deal with. I'm not worried about how fast or nimble Kanji is. It's not the gold medal in freeform gymnastics here. No SP. Time for gun. Oh wow, gun's really effective. I should have led with that.
So that's it, huh?
No, there's still a decent chunk left.
But maybe if I had been more like you, things wouldn't have gone this way.
What an interesting dynamic. I wonder if they'll repeat this in 5, but with way more homoerotic subtext.
An ambulance?
Detective Dojima assumed one would be necessary.
We can make it necessary. Rise, I just want you to know that this isn't the only cake that's getting eaten tonight.
Ta-da! A Christmas present for you!
Oh, it looks just like you.
You should stab it to see if it'll hurt Teddy too.
In any case, you've changed over this past year. You've got a man's face now. I didn't see you while I was hospitalized, and that's what made me notice.
Thanks. Fighting God will do that to you.
What are you going to wish for, Senpai? I've already made up my mind. I'm going to wish that both of us are happy forever.
Oh, I was just gonna wish for good grades again.
God's acting weird. This fortune assumes that the person's cheating to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that impression. I've always really liked that Snowflakes is the complete tonal opposite of Memories of the City. Like 3's overworld change is so overbearing and depressing. You're just biding your time until the end of the world, but there's still that little bit of hope. Like, it's not all over yet. You can still pull it out of the fire. And then 4 does the exact same thing, but it's like, yeah, you caught the killer, the fog is lifted, you made all these friends, you caught the Sea Guardian, you're dating a cute girl, it's all over, and all is right with the world. I vastly prefer Memories of the City, though, because it makes me feel like shit. I will now take a mortal blow for you. I mean, that's pretty good, but I'm still not putting you on the team. Despite all that we've been through, she still just wants to stare at that stupid button. Ooh. I mean, that's really good, but I don't know that I want to change my kit. See, conundrums like this are why Naoto's on the team, and Yosuke isn't. Also, I don't like him.
Oh, don't be so shy! Smoochy, smoochy! Come on, please!
This'll be one of the only times in Persona that I get to kiss another guy. I'd be stupid not to take it. Even if it is Teddy.
What the hell are you two doing?
Unfortunately, it is exactly what it looks like. Out of the way, Yumi, I have to go buy more Gundam. This is way better than spending a cold winter night in the warmth of my girlfriend's arms. And he looked upon his kingdom, and he decided that all was good. Okay, that's not helpful. Teddy, have you been hanging out with Fuka? I ran out of shit to do in town, so now I'm just reading about bugs. This is way less fun than catching them. I don't know why anyone would do this. Wow, the game is so subtle. I wonder if they could be talking about some kind of upcoming reveal. I can't even read about bugs anymore. I've officially run out of ways to waste time in this shit-ass little town. We did it, gang. Yosuke's finally dead.
She's got a point, and considering how much we've been skiing, I could use something with a lot of protein.
I don't like that none of them are wearing helmets. That's my only input on this part of the game.
Get him? Yeah, let's finish him off.
I'm sorry, Teddy. Only people have human rights.
Naoto's only been on our team a couple months and she's already openly advocated for murder twice.
I think I'm going to walk.
I went on a ski trip in high school with a bunch of people who were complete amateurs. So me and my cousin, we're pretty good at skiing. We go to the back of the mountain to hit some black runs. What we didn't know was that a bunch of the amateurs had gone, hey, I bet they know where to go, and followed us. And so my cousin and I learned this halfway through a double black that we hadn't even meant to go down initially, and had to wait at the bottom for like half an hour for everyone to get down the run. So, I sympathize with you and Rise here.
You know, like what they do on TV when people are trapped in the cold? use each other's body heat to stay warm.
Rise, I like where you're going, but Chie's right. It's terrifying how forward you are.
Huh? They're still dressed.
Why do you sound disappointed? Hey, I heard that TV can take a hold of you, but this is just ridiculous. They're calling me the CIA, the way I just created ISIS. Oh, come on. No, you know what? I will take that. Hell yeah.
Ooh, that one doesn't like physical attacks.
Don't poison Naoto, she's nice. Never mind. Time to not be nice. Get their ass, Naoto.
Naoto-kun can't use her persona now.
It doesn't matter if she can't use it, she's got a gun. And it seems to be working out pretty well so far.
I have no home. You don't get it.
Well, the eye's not great, but at least she stopped wearing so many conflicting patterns. Baby steps.
That's why I'm the only one of them that looks human. Even without my memory. In your words, I'm a spy.
What a novel, original twist. Incidentally, when will Hideaki Anno be receiving his royalty check?
It got back up. Defeat it fast.
Come on, man. The level is stealing my SP. Do you really need to too? Let's see what Almighty does next turn. No fair, that's what I was gonna use. Okay, but mine will hopefully hurt more. Thank you, Rise. Oh, she's coming back. Thanks again. I feel like you could have just given me more the first time.
You're stupid! Hurting yourselves like that!
We only did that because you had a high counter rate. If you just let us hit you, we would have been fine.
Will this really work?
Teddy, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think we'd get this far. Man, taking the regular boss theme and being like, it's a special boss. Toss some violin in there. It's so good. It's such a small change, but it really does crank things up a notch. No, please, I only have so much SP. Damn it. Marie, no. I won't even have enough to use Ragnarok now. Yep. Just as I thought. Okay, that would have been substantially more helpful, like 2 seconds ago, Risa. Oh, fun. Welcome back, Moonless Gown. Thanks. Okay, never mind. You were too early that time.
Are these really your friends? They're all so weird.
Marie, this isn't even a rocks in glass houses situation. This is a leaf blower in a house of cards situation.
It's your fault to begin with.
The TV!
How are we gonna watch The Littlest Hobo now? Oh god, they did it twice in one game.
I hate you
I'll say it every time. Video games were a mistake.
Man, it must suck being so popular.
It has its moments.
This is for you. it's a bit large.
Funny, I thought I'd be the one saying that on Valentine's Day.
You're not telling your girlfriend what you're doing. On Valentine's Day. I am your girlfriend, right?
I'm gonna be honest, when I decided to romance multiple girls, I never thought I'd have to see the consequences of making them sad. The bit is less funny now.
I knew you'd notice how special it is. I added durian and habanero to it.
I think I may have chosen the wrong girl. The close your eyes bit is actually how I had my first kiss too. I should stop playing anime RPGs and call her. Wow. What a fantastic, beautiful game. I guess it's time to give my thoughts over the credits like I usually do. Just kidding, there's still more gods we need to kill. Here's a fun drinking game for the Persona series. Every time a character ends their arc with the decision to become a police officer, take a drink. You won't get drunk, but it'll happen often enough to make you wonder what the hell's going on in the Atlas writing room. Hey, it's that fox. Correction, foxes. Sorry, Nanako. Even if you weren't related and underage, you'd have some stiff competition. Rise strikes me as one of those girls who hole punches her nails to make sure you bleed when she scratches you. Dojima, you are not helping the situation.
Could it be that from the beginning, this serial murder case was merely a portion of a much larger scheme?
That would be silly. Even sillier if the mastermind behind it all was, oh, I don't know, the gas station attendant that we met on the first day.
Your friends were drawn to the spark I stirred in you. That's why they're here now, with their awakened powers. Still, I didn't think you'd make it all the way to me.
And I didn't think that the game would do a Scooby-Doo style twist dozens of hours into the game, but hey, here we are.
It is kinda sad that this really is gonna be the last time we do something like this.
Don't worry, Chie, there's always the spin-offs. Alright, I've officially run out of shit to do. I guess we should kill God now. Out of my way, Shadows, I kinda just want to finish this long-ass game and I don't want to deal with you.
And lastly, you started a rumor about the Midnight Channel to raise its public awareness. Is this correct?
Naoto, stop phrasing it like we're gonna arrest her. She's a god. I don't think they have a cell big enough for her in Folsom County Prison. All the more reason that none of you should miss any attack on her.
Come on down!
What's the matter? Did you intend to defeat me with such feeble strength?
I mean, yeah, it's been working out pretty well so far.
Persona!
What are we doing, you? What are we doing? You're setting a bad example. All that talk about missing and you miss? Get your shit together. Come on, man. Now Kanji thinks it's okay to miss attacks too. You've ruined the morale of the whole team. What are we, C's?
Well then, allow me to show you my full splendor.
Okay, she's even bigger now. Next person who misses is getting benched and replaced by Yosuke. Off the team. Inexcusable. Listen to that trumpet. Beautiful.
All yours!
Kanji, your agility has been lowered.
Don't interrupt the trumpet, Rise. I swear to God, I'll take you off the team too.
Yukiko-senpai, your defense is down.
She got hit with debilitate. Everything's down for her.
Yukiko-senpai, Yukiko-senpai, your agility is down.
Yes, Rise, I know.
Yukiko-senpai, your defense is down.
Rise, shut up. I know what I'm doing.
Yukiko-senpai, your agility is down.
I swear to God, if I didn't already have the Hardcore Reset fan achievement, I could get it from this battle alone.
Goodbye. Accept the reality of your death.
This'll be bad.
Not you!
Oh, thanks, Yukiko. I guess she's off the team regardless.
No!
And there goes Naoto.
Don't give
Damn.
in. Please get
I guess it's just you and me, Kanji. Never mind. There goes Kanji.
Don't go, partner.
Yosuke, before you say anything, I was lying about putting you on the team to scare the party into hitting all their attacks. I'm not desperate enough to put you on even in death, so don't ask.
Thanks, mister. To tell the truth, to be brave, to stand up again, to believe. You taught me all those things.
And algebra. Don't forget algebra.
Why? Why don't you understand? It's impossible for humans to grasp the truth with their own hands.
Don't care. Didn't ask. Myriad truths. Bitch.
Big bro? I don't want you to go away.
Nanako, didn't you promise that you wouldn't cry?
She did. But it's a good thing I didn't.
See you again, Sensei! Bye!
Wow, what a beautiful ending. Surely the story of Persona 4 is finally over. Alright, so Arena doesn't have one cohesive story mode. It has 12. That's what all these panels are. And they all contradict each other in some ways and fit together in others. And when I first played this, I actually made a list of how to play the game chronologically using the manga as a reference. If you're interested, here it is. But playing every single one is stupid, so we're only doing like the half that matter.
I was planning on bringing something for everyone anyway, but go ahead.
Oh right, I forgot this game does that stupid mouth flapping animation on the portraits. I mean, I don't mind it in later games, but in this one, they hadn't really figured out how it was supposed to look, and so it's kind of like those 1950s cartoons where they'd put video of mouths over the drawings.
Don't worry, Dad knows about it. He gave me money for the bus.
The cold, dead eyes and fact that nobody looks at who they're talking to also does not help.
Good evening. This is the Evening Journal with news for May 2nd. Our top story is on the domestic airline that was hijacked yesterday.
Dear God, Nanako, they hit the Pentagon.
So how about it? You're not gonna leave this be, are you, Captain Resentiment?
Why'd you zero in on that part? Did you see how they called you a sister complex kingpin?
Yeah, but yours rolls off the tongue better. And the only thing complex about my relationship with Nanako is how good it feels to steal her flan out of the fridge. Like, why does that give me so many courage points? What's up with that?
These battles are fought to the death! Only the victor can proceed!
Well, Yosuke, I guess your time's finally up. I mean, I don't make the rules, I just follow them. It just happens that I really want to follow this one.
Well, whatever. Let's hurry up and get this started. Ready?
When Rise hits this pose, I like to point at the monitor, so it's like I'm doing the ET finger touch with her. Oh god, I don't remember any of the buttons. I forgot that I'd have to fight in this fighting game.
Things have only just begun, and yet you already seem tired.
Thank you for noticing, Margaret. It's not exactly the most engaging gameplay loop.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the big idea? You could poke someone's eye out swinging that thing around.
This is Labyrinth. In the Japanese version, she has a Kansai accent, and normally the equivalent would be a southern accent here. But for whatever reason, when localizing this game, Atlas looked at her and decided she should have the voice of a 1920s Brooklyn newspaper peddler.
It's tough, being forced to fight your friends, huh?
It's sort of a friend-by-friend basis. Naoto? Tough. Rise? Tough. Teddy? I'll kick the shit out of Teddy for a convenience store Swiss roll. I'd DDT that twink for whatever you have in your pockets right now. Oh, hell yeah. I don't know how I did that, but it was cool.
Personas are the strength of the heart, after all.
I guess, are you wearing just a collar and tie? Like a clip-on? Have you been taking fashion advice from Marie? I just looked it up, and I guess actually always has the collar on. You just can't see it behind the bow. I feel like I've discovered cursed knowledge.
Oh my.
Okay, I don't know how that works, but I do know that I didn't like it.
It seems my sister has caused you some trouble.
She turned me into a card and then dropped me from the sky. I think I have to marry her now.
I am a shadow. The true self. That's my face.
I'm seeing double. 4 Labryths. This scene is going to be in every story. I swear I'll only make this joke once. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and assume that's a good guy. Ow, my shins, I need those.
Not only do you have a relationship with us, you have a persona and extensive experience in the field. We can't think of a better candidate.
Remember in Shadow of the Labyrinth when I said the mission where you try and find out who ate Chie's food was the closest we'd get to a Detective Naoto spinoff? I think this actually is. And I don't know if that's worse or not.
The whereabouts of one piece of cargo cannot be confirmed. All indications are that it has been stolen.
You had one job, Naoto. Now we have to go through a series of fighting games because of you. I feel like I'm in the minority of people who like what they do with Akihiko in these games.
If we all barge in,
I mean, I don't like that they made him a protein junkie.
Now that you mention it,
And I don't like that the last time we ever see him, he becomes a cop. But I think his whole, I'm gonna travel the world fighting the best of the best so I can be strong enough to protect my friends when they need my help is, it's pretty cool. I mean, he's basically a Street Fighter character. Like,
same as always.
he's fine.
Although,
Why are you here?
I promised I'd come back during Golden Week. Don't tell me you forgot.
I mean, Persona 4 had so many endings, can you really blame her for getting them all mixed up?
Let me give you a little lesson in manliness. I hope you're ready for the pain.
You know what, Kanji? Just because you said that, I'm gonna look up my move list. Turns out a gun is much more effective than Kanji's lesson in manliness. Okay, lesson in manliness does have some hands. Okay, the kick was unnecessary. The second kick was even more unnecessary.
I see. So it's really Mitsuru you're interested in.
ace detective.
The fact that everyone in C's uses the term ace detective makes me think that Yukari was either so proud of her joke that she told everyone who wasn't there about it, or Junpei referred to himself as it so many times that they all picked it up.
That was a great bout. You're good.
Thanks. I let the AI play for me just to see how someone competent would play the game.
Aha! No wonder they call you the Detective Prince now, Chan. You cracked the case.
I like the idea that if this was the real Teddy, he'd just be hotboxing the inside of his suit with that cigar. You know, you pull the zipper and for a brief moment, it's like you're fighting Amino Sagiri. Man, this AI is way better than me. I think I'm just gonna let it take the reins. You go get him, Chief.
Look carefully at me. Do I seem like a man or a woman to you?
What do you mean?
Don't fall for it, Labyrinth. The 10 more years of Persona 4 discourse can't keep going if we don't acknowledge it.
It was Labrys's dark wish that we fight each other. But what if someone knew beforehand that that would happen?
Well, that would just be silly. And we'd have to have an entire other fighting game to follow up on it.
I doubted there'd be any meaning in changing my appearance, but sure enough, it made for a very enjoyable game.
Don't give yourself too much credit, game. The manga's a lot better.
The box itself seems to be a failed recreation of the Dark Hour. The effect radius is small, and it malfunctions when improperly handled.
Can someone get me a pen and paper? I need to add the box that recreates the Dark Hour to the list of things that the Persona series just sort of forgot about.
But make no mistake, the things I saw today are proof of the sins the Kirijo group has committed. They can't be punished under the law, but now that they're known, atonement will be made in some shape or form.
Uh-oh. Good thing I have the cover-up division on speed dial.
Don't tell me you came here from the airport like that. Does the concept of keeping a low profile mean nothing to you?
Mitsuru, you came here in a limo. With a robot.
Hello! Hello! This is General Teddy, your benevolent dictator!
And I, Rosette, am your commentator. It's time for the next round in the P1 Grand Prix.
The P1 Grand Prix is so funny from the Persona 3 cast point of view. Because with the P4 crew, they at least know that they have to fight their friends. But imagine waking up in a fake school, and on the TV is a fascist fursuit and Japanese Carly Rae Jepsen telling you to kill a random 16-year-old from the country. Oh god, I forgot to set it to auto again. Oh no, computer, you have failed me. Okay, yeah, you know what? The kick is pretty fun. I can't even be mad anymore.
Is there no other choice but to fight?
It's a fighting game, Rise. Fighting was always the only choice.
Another Labrys?
Not gonna say it. Almost said it instinctually, but I promised I wouldn't.
I like the look in your eyes. I will test your resolve with my sword.
And the boot. Don't forget the boot, Mitsuru. I have consulted with the boot. The boot says you're a bitch.
And you just demonstrated how you controlled those hijackers. Very good. No wonder you managed to drive back a god once.
Twice, actually. Don't discount the answer, it's really good.
Looks like you made it in the nick of time. You saved us, Yamagishi.
Are you all okay?
Aw, hell yeah. Don't worry, everyone. The only Persona character that matters is here. If you watch my other videos, it might not come off like I feel that way, but... Fuka's cool. The boot does not discriminate. I'll kick my own ass if I have to.
So you expect me to hand over control of the scene to you without even telling me who the hell you are?
I believe orders to withdraw have already been issued.
Whenever Igus is in her base, unclothed form, I'm neutral on her design, but the moment you put her in clothes, I become a ride or die Igus fanboy. I mean, look at her. I'd follow her to war. I think the Shadow Operatives are one of the funniest things to happen in Persona, because you establish that characters from past games have created this secret group to stop paranormal threats. And that's really cool. But once you have that set up, every time a new Persona game happens, you have to ask, hey, where were the Shadow Operatives? What were they doing during Royal? Or Strikers? Or Dancing All Night? And the only real answer to that is, oh, I guess they're all really bad at their jobs. Even funnier that this photo has silhouettes that clearly aren't Persona 3 characters. And I guess we'll just never learn who they are.
Many of the documents regarding the old Ergo research were lost, probably to cover up incriminating evidence.
God works fast, but the Kirijo cover-up division works faster.
To be frank, watching you fills me with pity.
But you're not Frank, you're Naoto.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Frank, but you brought a gun to a gunfight. Sorry, Elizabeth, but I learned how to actually play the game. I don't need a computer anymore.
I promised I'd protect her, but I couldn't back her up when she needed me the most.
After playing for long enough, you forget about the mouths. And then every once in a while, I snap back to reality and I am disgusted by them.
Who are these people and what the hell are they wearing?
Oh man, a dude storming across the battlefield in just a cape? I am all about that.
Finally, someone who gets it.
The scenery from your memory was the pier outside of the Yakushima laboratory.
I always wondered if Arena existed because some writer at Atlas was sad that Metis wasn't really Igus's sister, and the moment that someone said, hey, we gotta come up with an idea for this fighting game, he sprung up like, I know what to do. I think it's funny that the entire Arena story is about how Labyrinth needs people to live through the trauma of fighting your friends. And then you get to Labyrinth's campaign, and they can't even restrain themselves when showing her trauma. They still have to make it kinda cool.
There you go again. This unit is going to be communicating with the others. What if this effect spreads? Not only that, but because this is an anomaly, it doesn't seem to have a 100% accurate accent either.
Man, I wish the accent spread. Can you imagine the entirety of Persona 3, but Igus sounds like she just got off the set of Newsies?
Do you remember me asking before if you were scared of fighting? To tell the truth, I'm scared of it too.
Well, I don't know how to tell you, but you sure as shit picked the wrong game to show up in.
If you are reading this, then I have most likely been destroyed.
That's how I preface all my work emails. Yep, still don't like that. Okay, you didn't need to do it again.
Was it to your liking? Well then, farewell.
I feel like we don't talk enough about the part of the game where Elizabeth teleports Erebus to the moon and insta-kills him. You'd think that would prompt a little more conversation.
Please forgive me. Curiosity almost killed the bear.
Go on. Nothing wrong with a little more curiosity.
Disabled. Rounds and rounds.
That's not it. I keep trying to do that teleport throw, but I can't figure it out.
It's time to be judged.
Maybe I wasn't giving Elizabeth enough credit. Maybe I was actually getting bodied even harder than I thought.
If our destinies truly do cross, you will eventually understand.
Don't worry about it, I guess. This is set up for a plot point that Atlas seems to have forgotten about.
To think the day would come where I would behold my own arcana and not that of a visitor's.
You'd think that Elizabeth awakening to the Fool Arcana would also get talked about more. Nope.
It may be that my journey has finally truly begun.
And then the story forgot about Elizabeth.
Our domain is indivisible from the destiny of our guests. Nothing meaningless happens in this room.
2 separate dance competitions happened in this room.
Jeez, the weather report has been way off the mark lately.
Yeah, that's my bad. I probably shouldn't have cheated on the weather god back in Golden.
Really, big bro?
Yeah, there's nothing to worry about.
I'll always be on your side, okay?
Nanako will now take a mortal blow for you.
The goddess of victory is waiting to descend upon the ring! P1 fans, are you ready?
I forgot that P1 was the name of the tournament from Arena, and got excited thinking about Persona 1 for a second. Did they remember the dog this time? They always forget to crucify the dog. From what Persona 4 has given us, I have come to the conclusion that Rosette only has one song.
What do you mean?
A town that's become a labyrinth choked by fog and silence. Inaba exists in a unique time right now.
I like how they say, this is a wholly unique event endangering the whole town. Someone's trying to merge the TV world and the real world. And like, that's not new. That was the plot of Persona 4. I just did 70 hours of that. Don't sell me a hot dog and then sell me the same hot dog again a week later and be like, oh, it's completely different. I know it by taste. I know my hot dogs. I put it in my mouth and I take a few bites and I go, this is Persona 4.
A Persona? And 2 Yosuke's?
I don't think I even need to say it. Y'all know the joke I would make by now.
Then tell me this. What would you be if you didn't have your friends?
Shadow Teddy already had a portrait. I don't understand why they'd make another worse version. Hashtag not my Teddy. Bring back the real one. Hey Shadow Teddy, wanna learn how to do an infinite?
Yeah, I get it now. I get that you're the enemy, and that this is just more of the P1 Grand Prix.
You know, honestly, I wish that both games just fully got rid of the talking portraits and used these drawn frames. It feels a lot more dynamic and interesting than watching a glorified puppet show between each fight. Come on, try it. Okay, I didn't realize my health was so low.
Yeah, you're gonna believe in your friends and be the winners of the P1 Climax, is that right?
Why hello, totally original character. Please do not steal.
Show is underestimating us.
Wow, you really are smart.
I've eaten a lot of beef bowls, Chie.
What was that? I'm the real one! Bullshit! You don't look anything like me, damn it!
I said I would stop making the joke, but the game seems to really want me to make it again. Okay, there's that lesson in manliness again. Don't love that. Adding the transformation of Himiko from a defensive persona to an offensive persona to the list of things the series forgot about.
Huh? Wait, are you asking me for money? Or perhaps your soul? Whoa, definitely not. A ticket to your comeback concert would do as well.
A human soul and a ticket to a Rosette concert are roughly equivalent in worth. Just remember that next time you make an Idol fan cam. You may be inadvertently damning yourself forever.
Why are you here?
Huh? Oh, well, I had intended on staying well behaved, but someone begged me to help out. And you know, I'm not the kind of guy who can say no to something like that.
I'll get more into it later, but I really like that you run into Adachi, and everyone goes, "What's your role in this? Why are you here?" And Adachi's kinda like, "I don't know, I was asked to make an appearance, so here I am." Like he's being nice and attending his friend's shitty local band playing at the local bar and not standing idly by for the end of the world.
Oh man, I see you never learn. The only reason I took that brat up on his invitation was because I was bored.
See, he's just here because he doesn't have anything to do. Can we get this guy a hobby? How do you feel about model trains? Or crocheting? It's much better than serial murder. Or so I've heard.
Oh hey, there's a door over here too.
Well, Junpei's dead.
Huh? That huge bridge in the city? Why is it here in Inaba? Wait, isn't that...
Higus!
I know it's meant to be taken seriously, but the portraits of the characters being crucified is always funny to me. It looks like it came from a shitpost. Like it should say, Atlas is putting down Igus if Soul Hackers 3 sells poorly. One like is one crying emoji, retweet to save her from her non-extradition execution.
Focus on, hang on, I'll come free you.
If the next SMT game doesn't do well, they're coming for Fuka next.
That's your perspective. He's unlike you, though, and requires help from no one. Are you that scared of a world with no allies?
Okay, you know what, game? I get it. You want us to hear Show's theme? It's a good theme. I understand. But that does not mean that you have to crank it up every time he's on screen. I would like to hear the people talk.
I'll take over from here. Let's begin. Bring on the ring.
Oh god, please don't use the boot. I told you not to use it.
Show Minazuki seems to have been Ikutsuki's favorite test subject.
Persona 3 kind of drops the ball on explaining what Ikutsuki's plan to execute the fall actually was, but it's nice that the arena games come in with the last-minute buzzer beater of, oh no, don't worry, he was actually doing other shady shit that could also lead to the end of the world.
Man, it's getting crowded here. You guys really know who's who?
You're the only one who doesn't, Junpei-san. Though there are a few I haven't personally met yet either.
Thank you, Koromaru. You're doing great, honey.
You're right. Mitsuru, this is no time to fool around. Leave this to us so you can get to the roof.
I would like to amend a statement that I made in Persona 3. Maybe Reload, maybe Fest, maybe Portable. I don't actually remember anymore. But I said that 3 and Strikers are the only Persona games to actually give the reserve party members something to do during the endgame, and that's incorrect. I forgot about Ultimax. I'm a fake fan, and I'll be deleting my channel immediately before moving to none of it.
No, I seriously hate this world. Don't put me in the same shoes as a half-assed brat like you. Please.
Mom, the incels are fighting again.
You, Narukami, you defeated this fool, so you're the champion of the P1 Climax! Congratulations!
What do I win?
Your prize is your execution.
You sure I can't just take what's behind door number 3?
So, how'd that turn out for you, Dad? It doesn't matter now that you're dead as a doornail, does it?
The most shocking revelation of this game is that Ikutsuki had a kid. The least shocking revelation was that he was a really shitty parent. I guess the writing was on the wall though, he didn't get all those terrible jokes from nowhere.
If we don't make a move soon, there's no telling what they'll do to take advantage of the situation. We have to find a lead before they do anything.
I feel like the conflicts between the Kirijo group and public security could be a really interesting story on its own. Especially if you get the Nanjo group involved, or... Yeah, Shido, Wakaba, and Sojiro were all in the government around this time. But it would be hard to justify showing underage girls bathing in that type of game, so... Atlas would never touch something that interesting.
Here we go! Feathered chain!
I think it's really cute that the knockoff Sentai masks get used as a plot device in Persona 2. But all the developers were clearly Sentai fans, so they just said, we're rolling with this. This is going to be an incredibly minor part of every game now.
What's this? Don't tell me you've got some boyfriend trouble.
He turned into a giant door at the edge of the collective unconscious that holds back humanity's death drive, and then briefly came back as a shadow monster before turning into a decomposing corpse. She may have the most boyfriend trouble of anyone ever. Elizabeth, stop doing that.
It contains the data that was taken from the Ergonomics Research Laboratory's top secret files. The creator's name is Shuji Ikutsuki.
Also, it has some Pokemon ROMs in it, and I want you to keep it safe because I'm almost past Whitney's mill tank.
That's impossible! Huh? What's wrong? It's Ikutsuki.
He doesn't have a good track record with roofs. He should probably get down from there.
See, a hero doesn't just hit homers all the time. Even if you mess up, there's guys behind you waiting to help. Now loosen up and do your best.
I think Junpei might have my favorite character evolution out of all the Persona 3 characters. I like that everyone else went on to be the top of their class, or a TV star, or the CEO of a company, and Junpei is just like a Little League coach who's on the Shadow Operative C team. Also, I've always taken the fact that he wears Chidori's necklace to be proof that the resurrection route from 3 actually did happen. And it's just nice to know that he's probably pretty happy after all the shit that he had to go through. Hold on. Now. Should have been nicer to me, Yukari. That's for calling me ace defective all those years ago. Up you go. You can come down now.
Dog can use a persona? How?
I don't know. You just can.
He has a collar that fires blanks into his little dog skull. It's pretty cool, and definitely not a use of resources that the Kirijo Group auditor should look into.
Yukari-san will be fine. Junpei-san's strong too, after all.
I mean, I want to argue against that, but there is that part in 3 where Junpei casts an Agidyne, so powerful that it knocks down a guy who's null to fire damage. And you can't really argue with results.
What, does Mitsuru-san scare you too? She's always really nice to me.
You just don't know how frightening she can be. Try getting hit with that kick of hers. You won't eat normally for a week.
I always knew there was something about that kick.
What's wrong, Yuka-chan? What about Mid-chan?
Oh, it's nothing. I just remembered something that happened during our school trip.
Please don't.
Hello, everyone! Whoa, white guy!
I don't know what race you thought he'd be. He's an annoying sex pest, of course he's white. Hey Agus, remember the Heartful Cry battles? Okay, just imagine that hit and it was really cathartic.
So it's time to get the real show started. Here's a question for you. What do you think this is?
That's...
Oh my god. It's a pocket-sized game of Operation.
That's right. It's where you killed Ikutsuki. This time, it'll be the place where you all die.
Actually, it was gravity that killed Ikutsuki. But I feel like we're past the point of semantics with that one.
Wow, well said. Great job, Labyrinth.
Junpei, can you please try making a different face?
I really don't want to get involved here, you know?
Thank you, Adachi. You know, if you think about it, him saving 4 lives kinda cancels out those 2 murders. If anything, he's 2 up. We should let him out of jail right now.
We must reach that tower at all costs.
Understood. I will see you there safely, even if it costs me my life. Let us depart.
It's so cool that Ultimax establishes that one of Mitsuru's maids is a member of the Shadow Operatives, who's trained for combat situations. And then when they remade Persona 3, they were like, wow, Let's never mention this character ever.
Izanagi! Nagatsu Izanagi!
I'm kind of neutral on the arena games, but I can't deny that this scene rules. The hero and the villain teaming up to beat the bigger villain? Why, that's just a crowd pleaser every time.
What? You were in Inaba?
Yeah, and it sucked. It was so boring I thought I was gonna die. That's when the murder case broke on that foggy day.
Like, half of Inaba's problems are caused by the residents finding it boring. Can we set up a movie theater, or like, a billiard hall? Or a skate park? We gotta find something better than hanging out at the local Walmart. It's turning people into mass murderers.
I presume Sho will be a rather dreadful underclassman for him. I truly look forward to what develops of this.
It's been over 10 years and nothing developed from this.
He'll surely have many more experiences and battles on his journey from here on, as a new guest of the room.
Again, over 10 years.
It seems the time has come for me to take my leave. Please tell my incompetent brother this. My journey has just begun.
Don't make me repeat myself. I'm starting to sound like a broken record.
With that, Professor? It'll never happen.
In the last couple minutes of the game, Ultimax drops the coolest that Akihiko has ever looked, and then says, "Yep, he looks like a Yakuza protagonist, and you're never gonna see him like this ever again."
So, what did you want my help with?
Look at the screen right now and tell me it doesn't look like a drawing of Kashiwagi and Kiryu in Zero. That's a man who knows how to tiger drop. And then the Shadow Operatives walked into the sunset, prepared to never do anything relevant to the greater story ever again. Well, it's better than Arena, but that game still feels a little too long. I mean, did 3 and 4 really need different campaigns? I feel like you could have just combined them into one. Not a whole lot else to say about it. The fighting's good, and I like hanging out with the characters. I hope they make another one in the future. By the way, we're not done yet, because Adachi also got his own mini-campaign for some reason.
Here's some more things. Check them.
Man, they didn't even try to match art styles with that guy. 1984. Damn, Adachi was, what, 25, 26, and beefing with 16-year-olds? I'd say get a hobby, but his hobby was serial murder, so maybe just do nothing.
I don't think I ever gave a clear yes or no yet. This is all so sudden, you know?
Again, with my thing about how Adachi is one of the most interesting parts of Ultimax. I just really like that Sho assumes that he'll help him by virtue of them both being evil. And Adachi says, "Listen, I already got my ass kicked by these kids. I really don't have any interest in getting it kicked again. I'd rather just go back to jail." And he sort of keeps that attitude the entire time he's around.
I'll kill you, Adachi. I'll crush you into pulp so no one will know what you even looked like!
I don't know who drew all the background frames in this game, but you can tell they play favorites with some characters. Because Junpei looks like a 40-year-old pervert that you don't want to run into on the train. And every drawing of Adachi is way hotter than his portrait or any other art. I'm glad he's someone's type, I guess. Good old Adachi. Fighting God with a revolver. He's not shooting with the revolver, he's just hitting him with it. It's the thought that counts. And Adachi learned that the important thing in life is the friends he made along the way. The end. Until Persona 5 Arena happens and he gets brought out of retirement or some shit. Would anyone be surprised? They already had him dancing with Hatsune Miku. Just kidding, we're still not done. This game has more endings than Return of the King. I hope everyone's ready for the kanji jump scare.
Ah, we blew it. Oh well, here goes. 1, 2. Wah!
Oh, forget kanji. Yosuke, what happened to your neck? Are you going to school to become a giraffe?
It didn't go quite like we planned, but been a while, senpai.
Honestly, I'm still so scared of Yosuke's neck that I don't even care about kanji's redesign.
Oh, but if it gets too hot, then some rain should be fine. He should tell me whenever he wants it different, and I'll change it. Just like that.
You know, when I romanced Marie, I wasn't thinking about the fact that she was actually secretly a weather god. I may have made some poor choices.
Kanji, it was welcome back. How could you mess that up?
Hey, just shut up, all right? I just got stage fright, that's
Well,
all.
I figured someone would blow it.
Is that it? Are we finally done? Okay, finally. There's a lot that I'm critical of in Persona 4, and I think that of the modern entries, it's not as good as 3 or 5, but I still think it's an amazing game. I just want to throw it out there in case someone thinks that for some reason I think it's bad. A couple years ago, I bought this with no knowledge of anything to do with Persona, and I fell head over heels for it. It came at the perfect point in my life to hit like an emotional freight train, and it fully turned me around on RPGs, which I previously didn't really care for. It was my gateway into an entirely different world of video game storytelling, and I'll never forget that. No matter how scuffed and controversial that gateway may be.
Oh, welcome to the Velvet Room.
Ah shit, here we go again.
Rise-san, oh thank goodness you're all right.
My last meeting just wouldn't end. Were you two waiting long?
That's not Rise's usual voice actress. I'm pretty sure that's Ashley Birch. It is. I mean, I have no problem with Ashley Birch, but she's one of those voices where now every time Rise talks, I'm gonna go, that's not Rise, that's Tiny Tina.
Allow me to introduce Nozomi Nakahara, Tamami Uesugi, Sumomo Ujima, and Tomoe Sayama.
Every time new characters are introduced in a Persona game, I have to ask the question, are they going to be the victim of something horrible, a new party member, or the twist villain? It's never anything else. It's one of those three.
And there's more coming, right? I heard they're your friends, but they're not your boyfriends, are they? Of course not. I mean, how would that even be possible?
I mean, the reverse worked pretty well for me.
Hello? Yosuke?
Yo, partner, are you okay to talk right now?
My god. Look at that neck. He's like the world's worst ostrich.
Yes, I'm sure your fans would say that. Though I'm curious to know what the fans of the other idols, who have no interest in Rise Kuchikawa, would think of it.
That's...
My apologies. I retract the question.
I like that I keep running into idol stories where there are evil idol teams. Are there babyface and heel idol teams? Is this a real thing? I feel like it's probably not.
Of course, I don't believe this tall tale about some dead idol. Not one bit.
I mean, after the Midnight Channel rumor being true, and the rumor from Shadow of the Labyrinth being true, you'd think these kids would take more consideration to things they hear.
My bullet disappeared. And Senpai's persona too?
Why did you even bring a revolver to dance practice? What's wrong with you? I'll be honest, I've never heard this far into the song because the fight's always over by this point. Aw shit, there he is. Oh, and he's funky. This may be the best Persona spinoff.
Now a group of missing idols. This does seem to demand an investigation.
I like that Rise's arc in Ultimax was that she got annoyed that she was kidnapped twice and couldn't defend herself or her friends, so her persona evolved so she could do so. And then the next game, she gets kidnapped again and sent to a world where offensive personas are useless.
That has nothing to do with fighting shadows.
You never know.
Oh yeah, and I guess they walked back on Kanji's redesign, which is the correct decision.
I mean, I had it like this for the longest time. Oh, but this festival's the last time I'm gonna wear this punk getup, though.
No!
You like Kanami Kitchen, right? Well, why don't we go check out Kanami's photo shoot?
Ooh, seriously?
I can't get over the portrait of Yosuke they keep using. He looks like such an idiot. Looks like the doctor just told him he's in trouble for shoving crayons up his nose.
I swear on the Yosuke name that I won't cause a scene either.
That makes no sense. Then why are you swearing by me?
I agree. Hey Teddy, next time can you swear on something that's worth more?
No one hurts or gets hurt. That must be the rule here.
Oh, so it's like the hit board game Mousetrap.
Yosuke, I've got high hopes for you.
I don't. I have to pay attention to the notes, but I can see Chie vaguely doing kung fu in my peripherals, and I can't say I'm surprised. I didn't think they could do it, but they made Heartbreak better. Is Yukiko gonna play the trumpet? Oh shit, Chuck Mangione over here. Okay, I didn't say it before, but I thought it. And I wish I had said it. But I was wondering how long it took before the ribbon thing entered bondage territory. Okay, again with the peripherals. I know that they only got really close to each other, but for a split second, I thought they kissed. And I was very confused. You know, romantic agency between my party members? What is this, Fire Emblem? This is Persona we're talking about. We need every female to have so little romantic agency that it would make Shinzo Abe like burst into flame.
Pain and outrage, the agony of the oldest brother of a family of orphans, his precious Flan eaten by careless younger siblings.
Is it a common occurrence in Japan to have your siblings eat your flan? Why does this come up more than once?
Let's go to mine. Your greatest performance is about to begin.
Okay, the only characters who we met that aren't currently in the Shadow World are Kanamine and Risei's manager. The game clearly wants us to think that Ochimizu is the bad guy, but I'm putting my money down on it being Kanamine. Mainly just because she's in the intro, and that feels like a tipped scale of importance. That stupid saxophone. I'm just imagining the end of Francis Ford Coppola's The Conversation, but it's Yukiko.
That better than you attitude gives me chills. I love that sultry look, like she knows exactly what you want.
Is that Kamoshida? Can you stick to being a pervert in your own game? I don't want to have to deal with you yet. We're gonna get a graphic of this for every girl, aren't we?
Idol, suicide, morning glory?
Oh, I sense the connection. She's talking about the plot of Yakuza 5.
Hey, who said it's limited to people we know?
It's the Scooby-Doo formula, Yosuke. It has to be someone who we met briefly enough to remember at the end of the game, but not enough to think of them as a suspect. That's why I'm doubling down on my answer. It's Yukiko.
This is a very serious situation indeed.
I just want everyone to pay attention to Teddy's outfit as he says that.
Well, if that's what you guys want, I guess I can give it a shot.
What? At 2 kanji? My empire was destroyed in a day!
I refuse to believe that Teddy has read The Tragedy of Julius Caesar.
Rishi-senpai! And Nachan! Oh, thank goodness. I was all torn up worrying about y'all.
Child, why do you sound like that? Is it sacrilegious to say that I vastly prefer Teddy out of costume? I just don't care for his mascot outfit. I like him being a weird little guy. Well, I called it. Can't say I'm surprised, really. Get in there, Kanji. That's not Kanji. Never mind, this song sucks now.
A girl pretending to be a boy?
Why are you looking at me?
Oh no. I can smell the discourse on the horizon. Fun fact, Naoto ends that dance like that because she's telling every Persona fan to shut up. Okay, every one of these has gotten progressively more egregious. Did she just say that Naoto is sexy? I know what you are, Rise.
Are any of you familiar with the condition known as apathy syndrome?
Ah shit, here we go again. Oh, we're going back. Who's the third group? Oh, it's just kinda man. I don't really know what I was expecting, honestly.
Aw, I'm positive Inoue-san doesn't believe me.
Konami's outfit looks like when a video game does a collab with a fast food restaurant. Like, this doesn't look like what her regular outfit should be. It looks like she's actually dressed as hot Ronald McDonald. And don't tell me that he's already hot. I will come to your house and strip the Ethernet from your walls, so you cannot exist in public forums.
Huh. The police? Are they shooting a movie?
Only if a movie is the name of a dog or minority. Holy shit, Napoleon Dynamite, I love your work. Even in the dancing game? Really, Atlas?
Though I admit, I still haven't gotten any word from the kids. But at their age, not being around for a day doesn't mean I can declare that they've gone missing.
Wow, no wonder Nanako got kidnapped so easily.
Yes! My heart's pounding, but I'll give it a try.
Oh, we got the harmonica again. True. Get in there, Nanako. Okay, I guess she's just gonna do the fever by herself.
Okay, you have to watch too, Kanamin.
What are the odds that Nanako's dance is just the Junes theme? God, I love being right all the time.
Is there anyone you like? Anyone you'd want to marry? I want to marry my big bro.
It doesn't have the same effect because you can't see my face, but I put my controller down and my hands on my hips like I was disappointed in the game.
I'm Nanako Dojima.
You are so cute, Nanako-chan.
If Nanako became an idol, I just know that she'd be called the biggest industry plant out there. Her cousin's dating Risette and she's friends with Konami. People would be in her Twitter replies like, hey, why do all your friends have blue links on Wikipedia? Why is your brother on speaking terms with the head of the Kirijo group and Feather Pink? Should be on the cover of that New York magazine about Nepo babies. Right next to Dakota Johnson and Jack Quaid. What on earth is going on with this song? Oh, yeah, this one sucks. The instrumental's good, and the lyrics are good, but they just aren't good together. You know, it's like trying to drink a daiquiri, but using a hot dog as a straw. Like, both of those are good, separate, but Lord above, don't combine them.
No, not Mizochimizu.
Right. Yuko Osada's manager at the time was Kyoka Ochimizu.
Oh, what a twist. Absolutely. Nobody could have figured that out. It's such a shock.
I'll return you all to your world.
Damn it! What do we do, partner?
I mean, the only thing we can do is dance, so probably that.
Leave this to Teddy, Prince of the Dance. It's time for some sad Teddy Night Fever.
I also refuse to believe that Teddy has seen Saturday Night Fever. Though weirdly enough, I do believe he's seen the sequel Staying Alive.
Okay.
The problem with the dancing games is that there are a bunch of remixes that are just as good, if not better, than the originals. But there are also a few where you're just like, who greenlit this? This is horrible. No one would dance to this. I know people who do, like, interpretive dance, and they wouldn't dance to this.
Sumomo-san's dollhouse, Tamami-san's circus, Nozomi-san's castle, and Tomoe-san's cityscape. Piecing together what we've discovered, it seems clear that the landscape here reflects the person everyone wishes them to be.
Like 85% of the way that this world works is indistinguishable from the TV world. Even down to the dungeons being crafted from the way that society wants to view those people. So it's so funny that this game needs multiple scenes of characters scratching their heads, wondering how everything works, when it's like, you guys have seen this a dozen times now. You guys should be good at this by now. I mean this genuinely and sincerely. Do the developers at Atlas who are too horny get sent to the spin-off division as punishment? Because I'm sensing a pattern here.
The Kanamine Kitchen girls, these shadows you speak of, and even you. I will save every last one of you from this place.
I had to check, but Teddy is so short that he's not even in the frame anymore. A literal short king.
Yay! I get to be on stage with Nanako-san! I'm getting so hyped!
Oh, cool. Now Nanako looks like she works at McDonald's, too.
Big sis?
Oh my god, Kanami's dead. It should have been Yosuke. It should have been him, damn it.
Now, what was the pin Miss Ochimizu used again?
Man, I love games with a variety of answers.
I know we're all sad Kanamine Kitchen couldn't be here tonight, but since it gave us a chance to see this kid's amazing moves, I'd say it's a fair trade. What do you folks think?
Nanako's dancing is better than that of 5 teenagers. I say we clone and mass-produce Nanakos to take over the idol industry with ease.
They all said that silhouette looked to them like Kanami Mashita.
I knew it. Did I call it or did I call it? Someone get me my media literacy hat. I'm gonna dine like a king tonight.
That day, the one who found her, the witness it was me.
See what I mean? Scooby-Doo formula. Works every time. You could have called in literally any other member as a partner, and they would have been a better choice than Teddy. Why do you do this to me, game?
There's 2 of me?
Don't make me say it.
If Calistegia is about bonds, then you bring to it what bonds mean to you.
I fear that we have said the word bonds enough for it to lose all meaning.
But things will be different going forward. We've decided that we're going to change. We will become genuine friends, like, Yusan's group.
That's right, gang. The moral of the story is that you should be friends with your coworkers. Because bonds, I guess? I don't think I talked about it in Golden, but I love how in this intro, every character is shown in the way that they were seen on the TV before their dungeons. Except Yosuke and Chie don't have those moments. So Yosuke is riding a bike, which makes sense because the first time you meet him, he rides into the garbage can. But then Chie is just like hanging out in an elevator for some reason. They just didn't know what to do with that one.
Get this all we've got, Rise. Don't worry, girls. I'm not resting easy with you around.
Man, our family keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yep, and we're never gonna see any of them ever again. So enjoy it while you can. Not content with transforming Himiko in the last game, they've done it again in this one. Masterful gambit, Atlas.
I'm gonna slam everything into this last dance.
What are the odds that we call out Izanagi no Okami at the end of this one? I'm putting them high.
should be no problem.
Come on, do it.
Persona!
Let's go, baby. We're killing gods with funky guitar solos. Just like the Fundies thought Ozzy Osbourne was gonna do in the 80s.
Okay then, this next performance will be the finale of the Love Meets Puns Festival.
Wow. One song, a bunch of cancellations, a kidnapping scheme, one more song, and then the festival's over. What a shitty festival. You know what? It's fun, it's not too long, it has a weird premise. I'm putting it up there as the second best Persona spin-off. Also, it's really funny to finally have the context of Calisthesia, because I've been listening to this song for years. It's a depressing song, but god does it bang.
Well then, everyone, here goes! For our fans, for our friends, for ourselves, this is a one-time only performance. Now who's ready?
You said that last time, Rise. It's not a one-time if you do it multiple times.
One more thing. There is no need to worry about them. As I said before, their journey will never end.
The last time the investigation team was seen was 2018. This is not true.